Hello, everybody, and welcome to Monday. It's an absolute pleasure. Insert Awesome was first. Whoa. A little loud there, Kingdom. Insert Awesome was first. Mrs. Gnome certainly tried, but could not secure the first. Gabi, welcome. Gabi, of course, no worries about Friday. I hope you had a good time at the county fair. You tell me everything. Tell me everything. Gunks, big woo for the marriage dude. Marriage dude not here yet, but big woo for him. For sure. Mrs. Gnome, I will absolutely not be doing a drawing of you. For sure. Gabi, gotta be saving for another hour. Of what game, dude? What game you want another hour of? Save that for when we do Expedition 33. Hey, cats. They love to be down there. Hey. You guys know they can't be down there. How is everybody? Oh, Sig! Hello, married man! Alright, hey, you, cat. Come here. Cat. Oh, it's such a big woo for Wolfie, dude. Officially married and cooking. That's pretty huge. I have to remove this cat from where she is. Alright. Stay right there. Don't go behind the computer, you know that. Sometimes, man. Alright, what's happening here? Exes stay in the past for why? I got out with my ex that I haven't seen in 3 years. I haven't been with in 3 years? What? Why? Tell me why. How did she woo you? How did she woo you? This gnome says no, exes stay in the past. I've been my first love for 10 years now. Just give me one moment. Okay. Mrs. Gnome, you talking about this guy? You finger blasted people at prom, now that's an achievement? What is happening? When did Marshall become an axolotl? Marshall as an axolotl released on Wednesday. I was going to change him on Friday, but nobody was going to be here. This is not Mrs. Gnome's current man. But he would have liked to have been. Pearls is wearing her shirt. Oh, the incredible shirt. I'm hotted out wrong. She's now wearing the incredible shirt that was made. It has names and pictures, so I cannot show the shirt that Pearls is wearing because it will dox the people that got married. Leo Riv, welcome to the stream. Absolutely welcome to the stream. All right. We are getting right back into it. We're playing Limited Kingdom Hearts. Although, riddle me this. This little screensaver thing, right? This little logo bouncing around. It's supposed to be everybody. Now, I don't know why it's not. It's supposed to be anybody that's in chat. It's supposed to... Cat? Hey! Bro! These cats, man. Siri, you know that you cannot be back there. You know that, because I tell you every time. Eat it. Siri, come here. Come here. Don't touch that. Cat, I'm trying to stream, dude. I'm trying to have a stream. That way. You, Missy. This cat is in jail. This cat is in jail for the rest of the day. You, Miss Ma'am, are in jail. Be gone from me. Be gone from me. She's in jail. Okay. What? I thought I turned those off. It's an IV. Cutie Cat Cutest Inmate Award. Oh boy. Okay. You need to the corner. That's the thing. That's the thing. Cat, you do not go near the computer. In jail. Whoops. TBH Cap, I thought about her a lot recently and felt bad. What? Thought about her a lot recently and felt bad about how we ended things, so lately I've been talking to her and realized that we both still had feels for each other. My ex, I mean. Yeah, Gab, I know who you're talking about. My question is, were you not... What happened to the girl that you were boning last week? Whatever, man. I thought... Hold on, we're about to have to figure some stuff out. Congrats, don't be those people that break up and still say that their anniversary date is the original one. Gotta restart. Answer says gotta restart. You know, I don't think that I have a comment on that, because honestly it doesn't really affect me at all. Hold on. I just have to figure out... Just have to figure out. Do you think it's possible for me to figure anything out in my life? Because I thought this DVD logo thing. What is this? That's not what I want. The extension will post a message to chat anytime a screensaver source is made visible. Our refresh browser. Maybe that's for the second to work. We'll post a message to chat anytime a viewer joins a screensaver. But how do you join? Okay, hold on. We're gonna figure this out. How? Alright, here we go. Just be right back. Start the screen. Yeah, rise and start the computer. Which is how to use it.
In OBS. So open up OBS, go to
Alright,
Tools.
we're gonna learn this quick while we're here.
Scripts. Once you're in scripts, you'll see this little section here. We're gonna press the plus sign, and then
Loaded
this brings
script.
up a list of scripts in this window. We're gonna go to wherever you saved it. So mine's desktop, and then we're gonna double click on bounce.lua just there. And then this kind of comes up.
When did this
We're going to
come
select
out?
a source that we want this to use. I want
Premiere
to
on
use image, which you
30th,
can see
2020. No. Simply not correct. I tried to join the DVD screensaver, but it said it wasn't active, so it wouldn't let me. Oh, hold on. Try it again. Try it again. Let me pop up. Okay, try it again. I want to see if this thing works. Because if it doesn't, if it's just me, I'm going to get rid of it. But it's supposed to be everybody. Or at least I thought. It still says not active. What the hey? Alright. Let's click this. Let's hit configure. What would I need to hit? Enabled. Okay. I'll show you what I'm looking at here. Hold on. Hold on. Do you have to be on a PC? I don't think that would make sense. This is for Stream Together, which is a thing I've never done. And these are all stuff for bits, but I'm not allowing you people to pay money to do this. The lowest I can make is 1 cent. If it was free, I would let us do it, but I'm not allowing money to be spent on this. Kids aren't that bad. They are when I don't have a job or a home that they can live in. Gob, I'm glad you're being responsible. No, I don't want to generate a new one. Very interesting. Processors, if your OBS isn't currently on a screen, a DVD screen, it is expected. Otherwise, double check they have TD. Alright, hold on. We're about to figure this out. Let's see. I should show up. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Alright, everybody remain calm. We're gonna do this. Everybody remain calm. Did that work? You're so calm. Good. Nola, you get out from behind that computer right now, so help me. Holy. No panic button. No panic. Everybody relax. It didn't even work. Does it work on this one? Crap, dog. Oh, dear. Alright, get rid of this whole thing. Be gone from me. And then we're going to regenerate. And we're going to copy. And then we're going to do this. And we're going to paste. Then we're going to hit OK. Now, there we go. Okay. I just want one thing in my life to work, you know? I just want one thing in my stupid life to work. I'll figure it out, though. We'll figure it out while we're here. Give me a moment. We'll figure it out. It's still saying not active. That's stupid. Save changes. Alright. Insert, give it another try. Well, yeah, okay, give it another try. Give it another try. It would mean the world to me if we could get this to work. But I'm gonna guess. I'm gonna guess, based on no other faces being up there with me, that it doesn't work. Not active still. This. Oh, sister. Oh. There's only 4 settings in the thing. Okay. it because we're doing it on a phone? I don't think so. That seems crazy to me. That seems crazy. This is what we're looking at. Try to resign the same thing. I appreciate you trying that. And we're not using these because these cost money. I'm not allowing it. But why would it just be one guy? Why would it just be one guy? This sucks. He lost his wits. He's lost his wits. That's me. I have lost my wits. I'm gonna get on my PC. No way is it a PC only thing, but I guess it's worth checking. I think that I might just be an idiot. Hold on. Let's figure this out. It could be the problem, but it would be stupid if it was. Thank you, Captain Big Ed, to you and your brother for taking pictures for us on Saturday. Wolfie, come on, dude. Not sure if you noticed, but my crazy aunt turned up way late. To her credit, she worked until 10 a.m. that day because her coworker was late. She works the overnight shift to the hospital. I enjoyed how much of my family left early. I hear that, Wolfie. I'll tell you what. You did say keep an eye out for your cousin with stage makeup on, and believe me, when I caught a glimpse, I was like, oh, that is absolutely the cousin that she's been talking about this whole time. I did notice that. I don't know which one. I mean, I guess the woman that was with them. And then I remember there being one woman who was very, very, very excited about everything and clapping to the rhythm of you and Sig's first dance. And that was very nice. She was feeling herself, let me tell you. Mr. P. You know what I'm trying to do here. You know I'm trying to entertain the masses, man. I don't mind if you pick us up to lay down, you just can't sit there. Angel Cat, who would never go in jail. Mr. P would never go in jail. Mr. P doesn't do anything wrong. Yes, CDV screen is designed to display your live chat as part of the bouncing screensaver animation. This means that while the classic TV logo bounces the screen, that message from your viewers also be bouncing around with it. It's a way for streamers to add an interactive, visually engaging element to their Be Right Back or AFK screens, incorporating audience participation even when they're not actively streaming. But only saw two cousins for like 2 seconds. Excellent. Guys, why are making cottages look so good in Minecraft so hard? I had to stroke while writing that. Who needs to be committed? Gabi? I agree to that. I agree with that. Which shit was a clapper at? I don't remember which number was which, but it was the far left, and she was wearing almost white. It may have been a tan, but she was wearing almost white. She had like short, like platinum blonde hair, and she was an older lady. But she was in the table all the way to the left if you're facing the altar. Alright. What I have to say is that DVD Screensaver doesn't work. Therefore, I'm disabling it. Maybe we'll try again another day. But I'm ready to play Kingdom Hearts. And I've had it. Alright, Nola has returned. And you guys might see me yell again. I might have to put her back in jail. We'll see. She's being good right now. Wait, let me try? Okay, alright. Not that one. Nola? Bad cat. Do not go back there. Okay. Wearing the white overalls. Bad cat. Do not go behind the computer. You hear me? You hear me? I'm gonna have to start locking you in the other room next year. Keep doing that. Got it? Don't do that. Holy. Wolfie, I don't know if she had white overalls on. I know whatever she was wearing was sleeveless. I really wasn't paying that much attention. Know what? Bad cat. Bad cat. You, hey. Oh. I'm gonna kill this cat. You. And now you get to go in the hallway. Enjoy. The absolute troublemakers we have right now, dude. It still wouldn't work. That sucks. That sucks and is lame. That's okay. We'll just never use it again, and I'm not worried about it. I'm not worried about it. I hate it, and it's a stupid idea. That was Wolfie's crazy aunt. Let's go. Incredible. Wasn't sure if we were making fun of her or not. But yeah, she was a little obnoxious. I was afraid that's who it was. Unfortunately. But now we know that the being crazy part of it does hold up. Okay. The last thing we did in Kingdom Hearts, because we had some time to kill, so we went to Arendelle, we flew to Arendelle, we activated the quest, and we saw Elsa running across the frozen lake, and our mission is go find the woman on the lake. I did do some grinding. Hello? I did do some grinding. So we're a little bit higher level, we should be able to breeze through this. Alright, Cat, you can't be banging the door either, it's a disruption. I'm gonna have to lock you in another room, I'm telling you. Miss Ma'am? Miss Girl? Alright. This is what I'm gonna do. This is so you guys can see Mr. P. There you go, he's part of it now. He's part of it. He's just napping.
Nice.
Miss. Oh, this cat is about to feel my wrath. Cat. There is one place in this entire house that you are not allowed to go, and it's right there. Alright, I'm actually gonna go lock her in another room. Actually gonna put her in another room. Really good pepper sugar. I'm gonna give her shaking kitten syndrome, dude. That's KS, dude. Okay. What game are we playing? Kingdom Hearts. let's get back to business, huh? Oh, Mr. P. Alright. Let's boogie. How do you play this game? Wolfie and Sig, how are you guys feeling post-wedding? Was there any... Look, I was running around with a camera. I was, you know, when you're a photographer, you see a lot, you look at a lot of things, you take pictures, but you don't really pay attention to interactions as much. So, I don't know how you guys did with interactions. I don't know if Crazy Aunt or Cousin or anybody caused any problems. Anybody chat like the Frozen movie? Dude, Frozen is actually a good movie. I've seen this movie in my life probably 30 times. When my dad is retired now. I don't find myself rewatching it anymore, but I like it. You know, I haven't seen it in a long time. I've only seen Frozen 2 once. But I haven't seen it in a long time. I do know that I like this movie. What is this? Love Olaf. Oh, of course. I know that. What do I know? Oh, my dad, he's retired now, but he used to work with a woman who burned DVDs. Game is a bit loud. No problem, no problem, no problem, no problem, no problem. That's why we need you. The biggest drama was my nephew before the ceremony, slipping and busting his lip on the floor. I think I was taking pictures of the venue at the time, so I don't think I saw any of that. I just went backwards. I don't think I saw any of that. I am sorry that your nephew fell. I'll tell you what, I am one of those people that does think that if the kid, as long as the kid is fine, he needed to go get a stitch in his lip. Oh, Wolfie. Yikes! Fresh at the beginning. Wow. Alright. Well. At least the biggest drum of the wedding was out of the way quickly. One stitch to the lip is brutal. What did he fall on? Was he outside? Did he like trip on something and bash it off a rock, or was it inside the venue? There wasn't a lot to trip on inside the venue. Hey, Siri. He was back for a good amount of the reception. Wow. They just knocked over the goblin, that's all. Mr. P. You do not need to hit Siri. Come on, man. Hey, Siri, I don't care if you go back there. Just don't unplug anything, please. He was dancing. Oh, he was Phil! Oh, you... sorry, Lyrib. I see you say sometimes I just have to let you down. I don't know if you're talking to me or to the rest of chat. You've never let me down much of your life. And I do like the guy who says Big Summer Blowout. I remember... So yeah, my dad worked with a lady who burned DVDs. So we had like a pirated version of... It was like a recording of the theater, because we had it before the movie was on DVD. So it was like a recording of the theater screen, and I remember specifically there was a part where somebody stood in front of the camera that was recording the screen, and just walked in front. Like his head pops up at the bottom of the recording. So watching the So we watched a burned, pirated DVD copy of Frozen, where a guy's head pops up halfway through for 2 seconds because he has to go to the bathroom. Insert says she was disappointed in me. Well, Insert has no taste.
Oh, Sora can run
Now-
up this.
Yeah, no problem.
I know Noel's not going to cause any problems because she's not in the room anymore. But I didn't see Siri for a sec. It's one of the things to say the kids could have the coloring books. Oh. So you gave the kids coloring books and then everything was fine. We were also getting ready when it happened, so it was very early. Wow. Insert hates Frozen with such an intense passion. What the heck? I was so exhausted and just vibing that I was going with the flow. Okay, you can stay with me. I was going with the flow by a certain point. I didn't even click in my head when my aunt was wearing white overalls. I honestly didn't notice until I just started talking about. Like I knew she was wearing white, but it didn't click in my head that she wore white to a wedding either until I started talking about it. That's awesome. I am glad that it didn't mess with your vibe. I'm glad you didn't notice for sure. Oh, insert's mad right now.
Hold up!
Elsa on screen.
Why are you here? Where did you come from?
Hi, I'm Sora, and I'm from, let's just say, someplace a little warmer.
And I'm Goofy.
Are you visiting Arendelle for the coronation?
Huh? You got us. So, what's your name?
Gonks loves Donald and Goofy, dude.
Elsa. Queen Elsa of Arendelle.
Explains why your family was a bit tense when she was there.
What? The
It was
queen?
decent enough to know you're not supposed to wear white to a wedding.
You
It
shouldn't
is
be
the
out
wickedly,
here.
the wickedly
Please go
talented
back to the
Adele
village.
Dazeem.
Why?
It is funny that you mentioned that, Gonks,
Majesty,
because just
you look
yesterday
like you
I
could
was
use a
with
friend.
Leo and her mom,
Don't you want to
and
talk?
they were just kind of laying
Please,
into John
need to be
Travolta, and
alone.
I
don't
didn't
want to
disagree with
hurt
anything. Let
anyone.
me tell you. But they
Oh,
were calling him ugly, saying he's got no good
Is it
movies,
that
telling he's got a
bad?
big head.
You must
I
have
was
been through
like-
a lot.
Pulp Fiction's good. Grease is good. Also,
Sure, adventuring's fun, but it definitely has its ups and downs. When the going gets tough, us friends have to stick together.
Exactly.
Johnny catching strays.
Although, Donald,
sure,
you
dude.
do lose your temper a lot, so I can relate to wanting
Look at
some
Sora
alone
giving her
time.
giving her the support her parents never did. That's what Sora's here for, man.
Enough!
Wow!
Elsa, did you?
I was only coming for his
Heartless.
looks. Mom's boyfriend said his movie sucked. We love Grease. And you know how to spell
Don't worry, we got
it.
him.
Which is awesome.
Take cover.
Dude, I actually do like Grease a lot. Hey, hi! This is a monster of a man, huh? Hey, Buster. The boss fight? Look how many health bars this guy has. Oh, you can't see his damn head. Sorry. Never saw the whole movie. Only bits and pieces. Insert. We'll dig into that in a second. Insert. I would love to know why you hate Frozen. Because Frozen is the kind of movie that I would hate because it's so mainstream. So you'd think that I would hate it. But I like Frozen a lot. And it helps that I like Jonathan Groff as much as I do, dude. I love his voice, let me tell you. But tell me about Frozen. Tell me about your hatred for Frozen, please. And then we can talk about it. You see that movie every day during COVID? And you got real familiar, dude. No problem at all. Lovey said, I slept for like 12 hours after getting home. A little on and off, but 6 hours of sleep was solid and no waking up. You gotta get your... I mean, look. Basically, as long as I've been streaming, you've been having to think about this wedding. Which means I assume probably well before that, so... Yeah, now you gotta catch up on sleep. Boys. And she says, okay, I'm gonna tell you about my hatred for Frozen. I can't wait to hear it. Gabi, every day I hate it. It wasn't like once a day either. It was constantly every day. We'll just go to a different room, dude.
Elsa, are you okay?
Or you can embrace it and like the movie too.
I'm sorry I was so upset.
No, that would have driven me
Thank
crazy.
you for
also,
your help.
I couldn't. I was trapped.
Look out!
Oh,
Kill him, Elsa. Get him, dude.
that's amazing. You can control ice.
Control it? No, all I ever do is hurt people.
It's okay. Those were just the heartless.
You said that word before. What are they?
I didn't care for the
Monsters
first
that are
month,
after
but
people's hearts.
OMG, it was
Wherever
so
they go,
overplayed
there's
after 4
trouble.
months.
They're
Gabby, I
after
hear that.
people's hearts?
I hear that.
Yes, they're dangerous. You should head home before it gets any worse.
This is my home now. I can't go back.
I lived alone.
I don't want to hurt
I lived in an
anyone.
apartment by myself during COVID, so
What?
I spent a lot of time
Arendelle
watching
is
a lot of
safer
movies
with
and
me
TV.
staying up here.
Not safer
I
for
don't know
you.
what consumed me during that time. It might have been HBO's Girls, dude. That might have been that might have been my COVID show. And I was playing a lot of Marvel's Avengers during that time, which
Please, go away.
Elsa.
which I never played any of the
Don't
updates,
worry,
but
she'll be okay.
when they shut the game down, they
Seems
gave
like
all
she's
the
pretty
skins and
strong.
heroes out for free. I think heroes are free in the first place, but they gave all the skins out for free. So I would actually like to hop in and do the story mode of that because I think that'd be a fun
Yeah,
stream game.
I hear you.
And
But I just
that
wanted
was
to
the
know
newest
why
Grinch
she
movie,
was so
dude.
sad.
With what's his name? Tyler the
And
Creator
how is
sings
it
the
any of
theme.
your business?
Leo says
Read the
Elsa is
room,
just
kiddo.
so beautiful and is like an older princess. I love it. Oh my god.
Who are you?
They gotta give us the stupid Kingdom Hearts
The
story.
organization
Doesn't matter.
code. You knew?
No baby face.
Excuse me? Oh yeah,
Loki,
you
yeah,
forgot.
Elsa's 21
the
years
name's
old.
Larxene.
Yeah, I mean compared
This
to
time
Jasmine.
remember.
Jasmine's 16,
And
Ariel's
we'll
like
take
14
care
or
of
something.
Elsa,
So-
don't you worry.
Yeah, I mean she definitely is of the oldest princesses.
Do you?
Rapunzel is 18.
Well, she seems to think she knows us, so maybe we should play along.
Not unless her name's Tara.
Jasmine was 15, yeah.
Excuse me, I'm right
Exactly.
here.
Meg is probably older though, right?
Why are you after Elsa?
From Hercules, she's got to be up there.
No one's gonna hurt her.
Like she
But we're
doesn't strike
not
me as a
about to
character
put
that
up
would
with
be
your
16.
meddling. Stay here and behave yourselves.
It's true, I'm gonna read that comment. I just have to finish this cutscene before I get into it because I know how much you love the lore. Meg was late 20s and Hercules was 18. Wow. We call him Herc
Wait.
here.
The ice.
It's going to wall us in.
Apparently
Ice is
insert
so
can.
not my style.
Let it go. Sig, excellent work.
Larxene!
Sig, how dare you? Oh my god, so many cutscenes. Alright, hold on.
Anybody see a way out?
We get the inserts opinion in a sec.
Well, we can't stay in here.
Elsa's in real trouble now.
Yeah. Larxene promised not to hurt her, but I trust those guys as far as I can throw them.
Let it go, things are low-hanging fruit.
Clearly.
Yeah, but we take those here. We take those here. The Labyrinth of Ice.
Yeah,
Oh boy.
we'll freeze if we don't
Insert
find a way
says,
out.
so I was super excited to see it. I saw it in theaters and everyone said, saw it in theaters and everything, and just ended up feeling like it was a pretty mid movie. The story definitely needed work from a writing standpoint. Like, it's not necessarily a bad story, just not put together very well. So I left the theater and that was that. But then it blew up. It got nominated and won an award despite having some of the laziest crap writing. 7 out of the 10 Academy Award voters said they didn't even see the movie. They just voted for it because their kids liked it a lot. Animation already struggles to be taken seriously, and then this lackluster piece of garbage wins an Academy Award despite Disney, what used to be a powerhouse, putting in the least effort possible. So honestly, my hatred of Frozen is more about it getting way more credit than it deserves from the audience and pushing out others more deserving, and pushing out other more deserving animated movies from getting recognized. Honestly, Insert Awesome, fair criticism. Sig, I agree, and it goes back to the same thing, where as the movie, here's the thing. I know that the song's hit. I know the animation looks good. I like the characters. I do think it's funny. I do like it. But Leo Rip brings up a good point. The topic of fandoms ruining things for chatters comes up once again. I agree with that as well. Because, yeah, I mean, something like, let me think for a sec. It's kind of what's going on with Pedro Pascal right now, where Pedro Pascal's been in some really big stuff and has become a household name. I like Pedro Pascal a lot. Like, he's great on Game of Thrones. He was incredible. His voice is perfect for The Mandalorian. I think he's a good Joel. I don't know who else I would have cast, but I'm sure out of the people that auditioned for Joel for The Last of Us, I think there were better options out there. I do like The Last of Us show a lot, and I do like him as Joel. I think he's a great Reed Richards. I don't think he's a great Reed Richards. I think he's a good Reed. Actually, no, I love that movie a lot. He's a big part of it, so obviously I must like him. I must think he's a great Reed Richards. And the other movie he was just in. Can't think of it at this juncture. But I do like him. He's the best part of Wonder Woman 1984. But if you don't like Pedro Pascal, this is all coming full circle. There's a reason I started talking about him. If you don't like Pedro Pascal and then he's in everything, and everyone's like, "Oh my God, he's my dad, he's daddy, he's everything, I love him," and you keep seeing all the third strap edits on TikTok, and you think he's mid to begin with, or you don't like him, it is gonna subconsciously, maybe not even subconsciously, just make you hate him. 100%. But I mean, but to boil down to my true feelings, that's how I feel about Star Wars. I don't care about Star Wars at all. I think 2 of the movies are fine, and I think the rest of it is bland and uninteresting, and takes something that could be an incredible thing and just makes it lackluster. So, am I on this wall? Wow. Okay then. So yeah, and then for everyone, for it to be that thing, like, we talk about it, even with people who don't live and breathe Star Wars. If I tell people I don't care about Star Wars, they're like, "You don't like Star Wars?" It's always the thing. I'm like, "Do you?" And then, like, me being as into the things that I'm into as I am, Star Wars gets lumped into that, but it's like, okay, so just because it's a sci-fi thing. This is my problem with sci-fi. This is my only problem with sci-fi. And we got a whole chat that I gotta read here. But part of my problem with sci-fi is that I would so much rather look at a castle than a spaceship. I would so much rather look at a goblin than a little alien. Like, I'd rather them fight a goblin than an alien. And fantasy designs are better because when you do like an alien force, because there's nothing to fight. Like, in Star Wars, you're either fighting another person with a lightsaber, and I would rather see a person with a sword every time because the stakes feel higher. Stakes always feel higher in fantasy to me anyway. Alright, this is not the way to go, so I need to stop going in here. And I'd rather see somebody with a sword. And, like, when they fight aliens, they just make massive hordes of aliens. And even in Lord of the Rings, where it's still, you fight a massive horde, they're all orcs that all have armor, and they all gotta look different. Like, when you have an army of aliens, they all look the same. Like, I actually loved Mickey 17 when I saw it, but, I actually don't have any criticisms about Mickey 17. I will say, holy, I'm lost in the sauce big time right now. And I would like, you're telling, dude, I can't. And I think part of it is that like it's hard to grasp the concept because it's like when you see these massive spaceships, Star Wars is very guilty of this. When you see these massive spaceships, it's like in the Rise of Skywalker. Nope. Is that what it is? The Last Jedi? Whatever the last Star Wars movie is. They have like an army of 100 Star Destroyers. And it's like, dude, that doesn't mean anything. Like this thing that is like the size of a country, and there's 100 of them, and it doesn't mean anything. There's no... I don't think Star Wars does scale or stakes well. Because it's like everything is the end of the world and everyone's always gonna die. Dude, I get so mad about stakes in movies, let me tell you. That's why I like horror movies, because they're always small scale. Actually, I love Hellboy. And I love Hellboy 2. Out of all of them, Hellboy 2 has some of the lower stakes, even though it's like, this guy's trying to resurrect an army of people. But it's gonna be a war or whatever. The first Hellboy is like, whatever. I love Hellboy, but it becomes too much about the movies. Becomes too much about prophecy, and he's gonna like destroy the world, and he's gotta grapple with that. And I don't think that's interesting. Like Superman, part of the reason I love the new Superman movie with everything in my body is that it is always a plot line, always has been, that Superman was sent to Earth, he thinks for good, and then he finds out that his parents sent her to take over Earth, right? So that happens. And in the Superman movie, he gets over it in about 3 minutes. And then you can enjoy this movie. And I started talking about this because... Oh, Hellboy, yeah. And like, the movie spends so much time dwelling on that. I'm like, can we get over this, please, and just be a fun cop movie with monsters? Like,
I think it opened when Sora rotated that pillar.
dude, I got problems, man. I got problems. Holy moly, I gotta read so much stuff. Okay, I missed a lot of chat. Forgive me. Oh, Miss Seriously Dummy is so cute. Okay. Wolfie says, on the topic of Frozen, Wolfie says, I liked it because I enjoyed the music and I vibed with the growing up of having to conceal my emotions. Yeah. And needing to learn to understand my feelings and holding them in isn't right. I gotta agree with you on this one, Leo. I was really mad about the topic of fandoms ruining Peace for Shadows coming up once again. Inser says, I gotta agree with you on this one, Leo. I was really mad that no one else seemed to see the utter pile of duty Disney just served them on a plate. Yeah, but it's allowed to be duty when the music's good. Like, The Greatest Showman is one of the worst movies you could possibly imagine. The music in that goes so hard, dude. Dude, I love that soundtrack, and like I thought of that movie fondly for a really long time. And then I went to rewatch it, and I shut it off after about 15 minutes. It is one of the worst movies ever conceived. That movie sucks, but the music is so good. A crazy story of how the movie got made also. The Greatest Showman. We'll get into it. Insert does say, it does give Wolfie her flowers. I absolutely hated how much I loved the music. I sang that song, Let It Go, constantly. Wolfie says, is Frozen my favorite? No. I enjoyed the music. I haven't watched it in forever and didn't see it in the theater. You see it, saw it, liked it. That was that. Insert says, it certainly had promise and obviously the songs are a bop, but it's just really weak from a writing standpoint. Frozen is my Pedro Pascal. There you go. Leo says, sadly I'm fine with kids' movies not having great writing. Agreed. It doesn't have to be super complex. I do think you gotta give kids some credit. Not give kids credit, because not everyone's gonna understand. Even I don't understand the meaning of a lot of movies, because that's not what I'm there for. But I think that you can write a little better and it still be a kid's movie. Like, I don't know, The Wild Robot. I just watched that with Leo. I loved every second. That might be one of the best. Not might be. That is one of the best animated movies I've ever seen. And it's absolutely a kids movie. Kind of a little intense for kids. I definitely see it with a parent, but Wild Robot was excellent. I thought it had great writing. And it absolutely represented, well, I don't know. To me, the main character was autistic, and it was like a kind of like a allegory for that. But yeah, I think kids movies definitely get a pass for sure. Or they get not a total pass, but definitely some more leniency. I agree with you, Leo. I am fine with them not having great writing. I do think that that's not an excuse, but I do think they get a little leniency for that. And Insert says, "There's nothing wrong with that, Leo. I'm just salty." Leo says, "I don't even really remember what happened when Frozen came out." Yeah, I just remember I saw it because we had a burned copy of it, and my sisters loved it, and everyone that I went to school with was a fan. Because I was just on the cusp of being too old for that kind of movie, as far as my Frederick Wild. Like, I'd watch Frozen today. You know what I mean? 2003. Wolfie says she checked. Came out in 2013. 2013. No. How did you get out of that room? I locked you in there for a reason. Come here. You did not go behind that computer, and you know that. Ugh, and you know that. Here. We're sleeping. Take a nap.
Let's see.
Okay. Take a nap. I'm gonna put you back. If you go back out there, I'm gonna put you back out there. I'm gonna close the windows. If you go back down behind that computer, it's gonna be an issue, dude. Holy. Cat. Stop. You idiot. You're gonna go behind the computer. I'm gonna get mad, dude. I got 2 sleeping cats. Why do you have to be the problem causer? Cat, don't you dare go behind that computer. And I'm not gonna tell you again. Where is she? She's under me right now. Okay, cat. Come here. You, miss, have to go in another room, and I'm closing the door. It's happening because you can't behave. And now Siri, who's been sleeping so nicely on me, now I have to wake up Siri so I can move her so I can put you back in a room and close the door. Because you, Missy, cannot behave. Because you just cannot behave. I feel bad because she very clearly just wants to play, and it's where I am, it's where the other 2 cats are. She very clearly just wants to be hanging out with all of us having a time. However, I do have to discipline her until she knows that she cannot go back with those wires. Feels bad. Feels bad. I don't like to do it. Hey Siri, I'll take you back. Come here. Come here, baby. Hi. Okay. What else we got here? Yeah, 2013. Depends on what time it came out, but I'm either just turning 13 or am 13. Or just turning 14 or are 13. And, you know, you're at the cusp where everyone's starting to feel too good for that. My whole family is all into all sorts of stuff, and we're all different ages, so I would have definitely, like, it wasn't a problem for me, but the people, my classmates and so forth, would have been over it at this point. Starting to outgrow. And then you circle back. You're just too cool for it when you're a teenager. Insert says, I can't agree more. Disney has really gone downhill, so it seems frustrating when people are forgiving of their crappy stories because of how good they used to be. Sigtastic says, I agree on that about Star Wars for the most part, but that is why I liked Rogue One the most. Sigtastic, remember how I said there's 2 good Star Wars movies? Rogue One is one of them. Rogue One is my favorite Star Wars movie. The rebellion lived and died by that crew succeeding or not. Yeah. Yeah, I love Rogue One, dude. Insert says, but people are allowed to enjoy what they want. I really shouldn't crap on what others like so much. Insert says, no way. The Greatest Showman wasn't good. The Greatest Showman... Hi. Please don't let me cat. The Greatest Showman wasn't good. The Greatest Showman, the music is incredible. The movie sucks. The movie is horrendous. Wolfie says about Disney, they were floppy in the 80s and needed Beauty and the Beast to save them, and it certainly did. Leo says, you can have your opinions on big deal movies, insert. It only feels like crapping on it because so many love. Yeah, for sure. Insert loves Wild Robot, so did I. Sigtastic says, on the topic of storytelling kids movies, simple does not necessarily mean bad, and complex does not necessarily mean good. 100% Sig. 100%. For writing, both can be done well or poorly. Insert says, I'm sorry for crapping on that movie you like, Leo. They were really struggling in the 80s, and then they finally had that renaissance, which saved their bacon. 100%. Leo at Insert, making it work out. Apologies all around. But they've sorted it out. Wolfie says, Wolfie said, I many hope for good songs from Disney movies and not necessarily a good movie or song. I don't know exactly what she means, but if you mean you prefer... Okay, censoring. Dude, I'm telling you that Superman, watching the Superman movie made me want to be a better man. And you know that. But, yeah. Sure it makes you a bad one? No, but Superman doesn't swear in that movie and I just want to be him. When he says, what the hey? I just like that. I just like it. And then it would mean more when I do swear because people know I mean it. Superman Death swears. Superman, I think... I mean, he Death swears. Nothing crazy. He does say super shit because he's quoting the hashtag that hurts his feelings.
Whoa! We better steer clear of those icicles.
I'm steering clear, Goof. It said something that we were going to get into. No, I mean, I do like Frozen. I think that Tangled is excellent, and Tangled should have got the love that Frozen got. I do like Tangled being one and done, and I like that, I guess if anything, I do like that Tangled didn't blow up because, well, I don't know. I was gonna say because then Zachary Levi would have been better. And I used to like Zachary Levi a lot. He just kind of, politics aside, he's just kind of a sissy baby. Tangled came out in 2010. Dude. Unicorn Wiz, welcome to the stream. I guess I have to go on that cliff. What am I talking about? Yeah, Zachary Levi is just a sissy baby. Like, he cannot accept that he simply doesn't have, that he simply doesn't have that it factor, and he blames anything else. He's like, he's so mad, like, he hates James Gunn now because James Gunn took over DC, and he's like, James Gunn took over DC right as they're about to get huge, like, I was gonna fight, like, it was gonna be Shazam versus Black Adam, and I was about to blow up, and he's like, Tangled, even though it did amazing and blew up the box office, like, they didn't make a sequel, and I should have, like, he is just so salty that he never became, like, a massive movie star. And he's just willing to blame anything but himself, or simply that Hollywood is
That
tough.
spin trick you did should work again.
Noah, please don't meow in the background. That makes me sad. Oh, she's crying. She's crying. Oh, is it the Siri press on the door? I don't like when she cries. I don't. I will say, as soon as I opened that door, she ran straight and went to the computer again. You, Miss Man, cannot go by the computer. I love you. I love you. Do not go by the computer. I'll kill you. Hey, Siri. Okay, see ya. Okay. I don't think I could handle listening to her cry either. Yeah, it. My heart's too soft. Because she doesn't know what she's doing wrong. I just have to discipline her when she does that. Dude, I don't know how to raise a cat. I'm doing my best, man. What are we talking about? Tarzan is an amazing movie, not Pixar. Higher than that, Tarzan makes me want to be a feral monkey man. Tarzan is, and forever will be, the greatest Disney Pixar movie ever made. Not Pixar, but you know what you're talking about. Single father doing his best. Siri's the one crying? Siri, Mr. P, you know full well that you should not be hitting that cat. You know full well. Siri, my love. Why are you crying? Why are you crying? Nola's right here. You're right here, dude. Why? Nola's right in here. Here, go play. Go get her. Oh, she missed her sister. She missed her sister. Yeah, insert. Watch your back. Not single. Not single. Going on a year here in like a week. Alright. Gotta crack the Celsius. You know how it is. Okay. The cats have exited. Do you remember the song for My Father-Daughter Dance? Yeah, it was the Tarzan one, right? Yeah, absolutely. Unicorn, 100%.
Yeah.
You gotta love Tarzan. And your Isle song was Spirited Away. You played a couple K-pop Demon Hunters. The songs are good, dude. We talked about this last week. Those songs are earworms, dude. It was "You'll Be in My Heart," right? Leo asked which song. "You'll Be in My Heart." Yeah, Unicorn. Here's the thing. I heard those songs. They played twice at the wedding. They doubled up, and I liked them. I liked them. The songs are good. The little earworms. I can't fight it. Look. I won't fight good music. And eventually, I'll have to get Netflix because there will be stuff that I want to see, and then I'll just go through and watch a bunch of stuff. When I have Netflix, K-Pop Demon Hunters could be. You know what's really funny though? That I did. He won't watch it until I watch Little Women, and I still haven't. Watch Little Women, dude. It's solid. Little Women is more than solid. Little Women is actually an incredible movie. Little Women is so good. Chalamet is best, dude. Hey. I saw that, whatever it's called, K-Pop Demon Hunters was a, K-Pop Demon Hunters is a Sony movie, and they made it, sold it to Netflix, and now it's like the biggest movie in the world, and Sony absolutely missed out, and I think that's very funny. Although, like, they're probably beating themselves up about it, but there's nothing you can do, because if it went to theaters, no, like, movies are not doing as well as they once did. Like, you put a movie called K-Pop Demon Hunters in theaters, you're not making any money. I think. Biggest movie in the world? Leo Rib, I think right now. It is going to theaters this weekend. I'm gonna poop my pants. Unicorn, relax. I did not know it was going to theaters this weekend. It'll be a sing-along? That'll be annoying. I can't do sing-along for my first viewing. You know what I mean? I think that would give me a negative experience. I gotta watch it once, by myself. Yeah, I think you want to skip it as a sing-along. Yeah. If it wasn't a sing-along, maybe. I can't make any promises. Only time I've heard of it was in this chat. Well, let's take a look. We have the power of the internet at our fingertips. Let's just take a look and find out. Let's see. But the numbers are skewed because it's a Netflix movie. You know what I mean? Okay. It's been trending. Yeah. Nisa 2, this movie, I think, I don't want to be wrong, but I think this movie's getting an like an English language remake because it's so huge. I think this is getting a remake or just a dub so that it can come to our theaters, because I don't think we got this movie. Superman 594. I don't... Yeah, because this is all theater movies. Like, it's not going to show... This is the problem, because it's not going to show... Because Netflix movies don't count, you know what I mean? look at box office because he didn't go to the box office. Well, K-pop Demon Hunters is almost exclusively associated with Netflix as it sets record after record across 2 different industries, streaming and music. Few may know who actually developed and produced the film. Sony Pictures Animation, the studio had Enter the Spider-Verse. You may see some similarities to that style here. The film is a colossal hit, so surely that must be working out great for Sony, right? Well, not so much. According to the industry fixture Matt Baloney, sorry, Baloney. The problem is how this original idea was structured. Sony made K-pop Demon Hunters for $100 million, then sold the rights to Netflix. Now, reports are that Sony will end up making just $20 million in profit on the deal thanks to those terms. As anything that happens from here, that's all Netflix, since they own the property. At the time, that probably sounded like the deal was just fine. It's a good movie. It'd be fed in the Netflix conveyor belt of content, be watched, and everyone will praise it for a weekend and move on. But the rest is history, of course. As I write this, K-pop Demon Hunters remains the #1 movie on Netflix 7 weeks after release, something we've never seen before. It has been elevated to Netflix's second most viewed movie ever, and it has its sights set on #1, Red Notice. Red Notice is #1? That movie sucks. I mean, granted, I saw it, but I do feel like Red Notice was kind of, #1, it was during COVID. #2, it was kind of the first one to be like, let's take major stars and do an action movie with like a notable director. Because The Gray Man was right after Red Notice, and it was Gosling and Chris Evans, and some other people. I think Ana de Armas might have been in that. But that movie, that one came and went. Red Notice was huge, but I think that's because it was during COVID. I did see it though, so that's something. It is placed at #1 on almost every top music chart with its fictional group Hunter X's track. Golden, the song is called Golden. Most recently achieving the ultimate prize, landing at #1 in the Billboard Hot 100. The first K-pop group to do so, and the first girl group to do so since Destiny's Child. That is a crazy fact. The first K-pop group to ever get #1 on the Billboard Hot 100 is crazy. And the first girl group to do so since Destiny's Child. That's nuts, dude. Netflix reportedly views K-pop Demon Hunter as its Frozen equivalent, Disney's billion-dollar franchise. While K-pop Demon Hunters is not making bang at the box office, it's a huge success in Netflix terms, and that will spawn at least a trilogy of movies. And there are rumblings of a live-action adaptation or even a stage show. That'll go crazy. Live action may seem a bit goofy and antithetical to the concept, but the singing voices of the 3 girls are essentially those characters in real life, appearance-wise, so that helps. As for Sony, its involvement in what happens from here is unclear. Netflix, of course, needs someone to make these future movies, and while Sony largely missed out on the success of the first film, I imagine that will not slip away the second or third time around. We have no announcements of what's coming next for K-pop Demon Hunters, and that may be why. I've asked Sony for comment, and I will report if I hear back. My husband heard a song from K-pop Demon Hunters on the regular radio. Yeah, that is crazy. Okay, I miss quite a bit. Okay, trending for a while. I think it was good that it started on Netflix. It was an unknown and didn't have much advertising before release. Yeah, I mean, if it came to theaters, Sony would have pushed a little harder, but it's called K-pop Demon Hunters. Like, I don't expect that would do well in theaters. I don't expect that would do well. Demon Slayer's coming to theaters soon. Blah, blah, blah. I don't care. I heard Alien Earth is good. I do love Alien. It's the only sci-fi I like. Not only. That's an exaggeration. But I do love Alien. I would like to find the box set. I would like to find the season 1 box set. I'll buy it. I'll watch it on Blu-ray. I don't need to get a streaming service just to watch that. Y'all, I fell in love with a new game. Gabi, is it Minecraft? It's another Crab's Treasure. Dude, my brother played that. Leo Riff says K-Pop Demon Hunters has 184 million Netflix streams. The Kissing Booth 2 had 203 million streams. Oh. Huh. But the Kissing Booth must have came and went. Like, it must be people are rewatching, especially probably kids. I guess. I don't know who's rewatching K-Pop Demon Hunters, but 7 weeks at number 1. Kissing Booth 2 had 203 million streams. Wow. But also, like, the first one had enough traction. And I think Kissing Booth 2 was also COVID. And people love, what's his name? Jacob Elordi. And at the time, Joey King, everybody liked her too. Leo Riv says, I wouldn't call that a big movie. Yeah, fair, but like, movie-wise, I agree. But the cultural, I mean, maybe it's because our phones are listening, but I definitely have had K-Pop Demon Hunters stuff show up. I know that Reddit loves K-Pop Demon Hunters. I think TikTok does too. Not gonna lie, my sister maybe watched The Kissing Booth and I low-key loved it. I don't think that the guy in the first movie who molests another student because she hits puberty and fills out, and then she wears a skirt that's too small and her butt cheeks are hanging out in class. I don't think that the character that goes up and squeezes her butt cheeks should be like the hero at the end of the third movie. Maybe that's just me. Sucks for Sony. Sure does, but they didn't have a 3-picture deal or anything. It's just like, we made this movie, sell it. If they're going to do another one, they have to do it through Sony. Unless they sold the whole IP. In which case, Netflix Animation Studio could do it themselves, but then it would be like more of a straight to... what was formerly straight to DVD. Lyra, if you say you just looked up another Netflix movie you couldn't get down with, is that in reference to The Kissing Booth 2, or is it something that you want to mention that there's another one that you didn't like, and you want us to talk about it? Yeah, insert the title on its own doesn't inspire much. I mean, you don't need to know anything more than that, but it's also... a movie called K-Pop Demon Hunters sounds like something that you stumble upon while you're scrolling through Netflix, you know what I mean? New IP with K-pop and not super duper popular in Western markets. Yeah, the people that love K-pop, right, like, they live and breathe K-pop. And it is good. I actually like the K-pop that I've heard. But yeah, it's the people that love it love it. Little Wizard has watched it like 5 times. See, Unicorn, that's what I think it is. I think kids are kids are just putting it on because you throw it on Netflix. The music, it's also like animation is starting to, I guess they've been at it for a little bit, but they're getting away from annoying voiced characters. Like, I think of SpongeBob, especially working where I work, where SpongeBob is on the TV all day. I think of SpongeBob. I think of, from memory, Over the Hedge is a good movie, but they like pitch shift Steve Carell. I think, maybe I'm thinking of Hoodwinked, but like stuff where you have a character with an annoying voice, you could have like a crazy character, like. Not quite the same thing, but Star Wars Phantom Menace as Jar Jar Binks was just a stupid thing. But I think animation, I remember that when I started actively paying attention was a behind-the-scenes clip on the bonus features of an Adventure Time DVD. And they were talking about the voices, and they're like, we just want every character to sound like a normal person. So... then I started actively paying attention to it, and regular show is just people talking. Adventure Time is just like people's voices, which I do like. So I think that's part of it too, because it's a movie that people don't get annoyed by. Like Cocomelon, you want to kill yourself if you had that in the background all day. And that's why people like Miss Rachel or Miss Houston, because their voices are much more tolerable. The music is good. You know what I mean? Leo says no, that was Kissing Booth 2. That's why I used the stat. Got it. Sony sold the distribution rights to Netflix for K-pop. So if another is made, it has to go to Netflix first again. Interesting. But if it's just distribution, that's not ownership of the IP. So Sony would have to make the movie. I think only Sony can make the movie, but it has to go through Netflix. I don't know what that means for merchandising, though. Pearls and I used to like Big Bang, a K-pop group. I definitely don't know any names, but I remember when I worked at Olive Garden, somebody that worked in the kitchen liked whatever the big one is. It's a K-pop boy band. Whatever that is. If you know what I'm talking about. Like, you know it's them. They like them, so they would play K-pop occasionally. It was on the playlist. It was on the playlist in the kitchen. I think Insert says, I think they only pitched a voice in Hoodwink, not Over the Hedge. Good catch. I would not want to blaspheme Over the Hedge. I know that is one of Leo's favorites, I think. Or at least she likes it. Isn't Hoodwink the one with the singing goat that rocks on its horns? Yeah, dude. Come prepare, dude. That movie's good. I also was having this thought. Leo and I were watching Monsters University, and I had this thought that, like, if you look at older Disney movies like Toy Story, the original Toy Story is, like, hard to look at. And part of the reason that it's Toy Story is because you can make a convincing toy, but you can't do a convincing person, which is why the humans in Toy Story look like that. So I think of but I think of, like, if you're gonna remake movies, I think of games where, like, modern games are just getting, like, upscaled. But, like, for movies, imagine if they would remake Hoodwinked, and they do it with, like, all the technology they have now. Because Hoodwinked could be huge. Hoodwinked has incredible writing. So I think of what if they just remade, like, they kept all of the voice acting and everything, and they just updated the graphics. Like, instead of doing that with games, do it with movies. Like, I think Monsters Inc. remade would do so well. Because then you get the, like, people who watched it as kids who are now parents being like, oh, I used to love this movie, and they get to watch that movie again with, like, updated visuals, and they get, I don't know. I think of that, because, like, watching Monsters University, that movie looks so good, and I think, give the original this treatment, dude. Put some money into it. You already have everything done. You don't have to pay actors or anything, because the movie's already done. It's made. Just reanimate it. Just pay your animators, reanimate the movie, turn it out, churn the movie out, make a couple $100 million. That's what I think, but how do you guys feel about Peach Monster? Listen, not a fan of Monster at all. I don't mind Red Bull. And then, of course, Celsius. Celsius. I do like Red Bull, and I think I've said this before in stream. We solved the maze, dude.
Well, that seemed to lock everything into place.
What am I talking about? Oh,
Must be
the-
the exit.
The best shift I ever had, the best shift I ever had when I was a server at Olive Garden. I had a lunch break at 30 minutes. I drove to the Big Lots down the road, now closed. Drove to the Big Lots. I picked up a full bag of Twizzlers and 2 Red Bulls. I downed the Red Bulls. I ate the entire bag of Twizzlers, and that was the most money I've ever made in a Olive Garden serving shift in tips. Now, I knew that that's not good for me, so I did not do it again. But and if I had done it again just to make no money, then I would have been sad. So for me, I will always attribute a bag of Twizzlers and 2 Red Bull to being just the right amount of energy to make you a bunch of money. Like that was the only time in my life, in my entire serving career, that I ever broke $200 a night in tips. It's only ever happened one time. I barely broke 100 most of the time. And I broke $200 in tips that day, and it was crazy, and I attribute it 100% to 2 Red Bulls and an entire bag of Twizzlers. See, Tessa says that would require giving, on the subject of remakes, that would require giving CGI and animation studios enough time, and they can't do that. Plus, no idea how the actors' contracts would work, but I like that idea. I appreciate that. Yeah, I mean, nothing good ever happens in the world, so I don't expect that to ever happen. But if they did, actors' contract would be tricky. But they've already been paid for the job. It would have to be some kind of residuals check. Am I going the wrong way? I thought I went through. Oh, I never went through. I just turned around because I'm an idiot. All right. Whoa. I respect the Big Munch. Big Munch, Ayo. Stop, dude, stop. I am the Big Munch. That's what they call me now. My husband just called me, and there was a snake in the car. Take pics, unicorn. Maybe he meant there's a snake in his boot. Oh, he knows we're talking about Toy Story, dude. Boot doesn't even rhyme with car. Gobby's never seen Toy Story, obviously. Snake just chilling in there. He's sending a video. And then you, as long as it doesn't dox you, you have to send that video to your Discord. We gotta take a look. Snake just chilling in there. Is this the way it wants me to go? No. I just gotta turn it. I have seen Toy Story. God, when she said snake in my boot, that's Woody's catchphrase. When you pull Woody's ripcord, is it called a ripcord on a toy?
Yeah.
When you pull Woody's ripcord, he says there's a snake in my boot. And that's what she was referencing. Oh! British people call the trunk the boot. Sig, good call, dude. Yes, this is where I'm going. Got it. I stand corrected. God, don't let it happen again, man. No one's mad. No one's mad. But absolutely do not let that happen again.
See her?
I think she might have gone up in that direction.
What? Okay, come on.
Riddle me this. Lear said yes for toys is whipcord. Did I say whipcord? Because I will be very, very embarrassed because here, this is. I think of this sometimes. I think of what if there simply was, like, I had a speech impediment or I had something with me. If I had some sort of, like, some sort of something about myself that I didn't know, and I lived my life not thinking I had it. Like, what if I just simply couldn't say my R's, and just thought that I could? Dude, that would actually ruin me. I said ripcord. Oh, thank you, Don. Holy moly. Because just imagine you think that you speak a certain way, and someone tells you that you say something weird. You said whipcord at first. Leo, don't listen to Gob. Alright, well, I don't know what to believe. Yes, I do. Leo Ravel, I'll always believe you, and I hope that you don't use that against me ever. But it will work every time. Okay. Wolfie says, I do agree with Insert about the writing and not explaining pieces well in Frozen. The big thing for me was the change in Hans's personality. Like, yes, it was a good twist, but it wasn't clear. I'm just gonna read as written. Yes, it was a good twist, but it wasn't clear his change. I do like the theory of turning the Trolls song. I do like the theory of during the Trolls song, they mentioned that they can get the fiancé out of the way, and the flip in his personality did coincide with that. The Trolls are not really good. They did abduct Kristoff, if you think about it. It wasn't stated that he was an orphan. But was he not lost? They could have returned him, but... I mean, Disney movie logic, I guess. I really, really hope you don't use that against him. Sig, you're a freak for that, dude. Sorry. Leo Riv, I love you. I did mean to pin, I did mean to pin Sig, because that was really funny. Seeing more of this game brought back memories of the movie. I mean, for sure. Why do I want to do that? Oh, it's good. What is the point of this area? Oh, we're about to level up real quick. Hold on. Give me one more enemy. Can't reach it. Whatever. He was running behind the group and not lost. They kidnapped him. For sure. But, you know, some of this stuff, the logic doesn't apply. Maybe in the world of Frozen you are considered an orphan if you're not actively standing directly next to your adult. Again, they didn't make it clear that Kristoff was an orphan. Yeah, I mean, look, if we're gonna start breaking down the logic, in Tangled, why didn't Mother Gothel just say that Rapunzel had a different birthday? Because then she wouldn't think, oh, there's lights on my birthday, it must be about me. Oh, I have the same birthday as the dead princess, or the missing princess, wow. Like, why didn't Mother Gothel just say a different date? Like, if we start picking apart logic, we have no movies. Holy moly, we cannot play this. Hold on, it's playing Let It Go actively. Hold on. I actually just gonna play this song. It's muted for me too, so we're just gonna let it ride. Alright, well allow me to play some, They're just gonna do a music video right now. Look at how much the graphics changed for this cutscene. When do you play Expedition 33? Probably next Friday. They're just gonna play the whole song. They didn't even use any of the Tangled music. Even during the boat scene, they did not use the Tangled music. They ain't wearing coats. Where we're going, we don't need coats. He's not depressed. He's intensely looking and listening. There's that too. Yeah, it's probably in the contract to sell more copies. You have to put the song. Wow, yeah, they put... This doesn't look anything like the other cutscenes. They put way more work into this cutscene. Holy... They're just doing the Let It Go music video. Oh, sorry, I'm playing music and you guys can't hear because I turned the music down. Sorry about that. That's crazy. Wow, the visual. I'm having trouble getting over it because the visuals of this cutscene are way better than the other ones, I bet. Like, this is like the effort that they put in the opening cutscenes, which always look way, way better than the rest of the game. Cash cow, Unicorn 100%. Wolfie says Gothel was, Gothel... You did correct yourself with cocky. I do like that you said Gothel was cocking and thought she could get away with anything. I'm surprised that she let Rapunzel have a birthday. Fair. Oh yeah, because she didn't have to say you celebrate a day. But, Wolfie, since you have introduced the lore of the show to us, if she abandoned her daughter to steal Rapunzel, she may want some sense of normalcy and, like... She obviously uses Rapunzel for magic, but she still very well could think of her as her daughter, you know what I mean? I can't... I like that they're giving her a battle outfit. Oh, never mind. I thought I was gonna keep the black. The black looks sick, dude, for combat. Wow, there we go. There's the sunset. Thank you, Elsa. She didn't care much for her birth daughter either. Oh, well, I didn't know that. That braid, yes, girl.
Wow. I don't know what we just saw, but wow.
Wow.
That was Elsa?
She looked different.
And a lot happier, too.
Sora's obsessed, dude. Sora's got a crush, dude.
Let's say hi.
Although he's a little young for her.
Please don't tell me that you're spying on her now.
Oh, Larxene!
Larxene's a
Don't
stupid
turn
name.
this around on us.
Dude, we don't care about this lore
You're
at all.
following her.
Ooh, look
Sora's
at
got
you,
a big
get all
girl crush,
sassy.
dude.
Okay,
He is very
I'll
into her. He's
admit,
6 years
Elsa
her
is a person
junior.
of interest to us. Maybe she's one of the 7 pure lights we need. The new 7 hearts. Gotta make sure, though. Fortunately, we're in the best
Like a
position
kindergartner
to
to their
tell.
teacher. Yeah, dude.
Can't pick out that special
Sora is
glimmer
5 years
unless
old,
you're
and
standing in the
Elsa is
shadows.
28.
And maybe
Please don't tell me
Elsa
you're
doesn't
gooning on
have
her
it.
now.
I mean, just look how
Say what
icy
you're
her palace is. Made of magic she forced herself to keep hidden until now. What if it's dark magic?
Elsa would
Sig,
never
you are
rely
a
on the
freak today.
darkness.
I love it.
Actually, it's still too
Sig,
early to
Sig
call.
has just been coming out with
Depends on how
banger
she sees
after
it.
banger.
If she believes
Oh
her
my
magic is
goodness.
darkness, that's what it will become.
I thought these guys were gone.
Accepting
Unicorn,
her
the
power,
story of this game
whatever
does
it
not
is,
matter.
Is the only way she can set her heart free.
I'm a goo
So what will
on Elsa.
accept? Light
I'm a goo
or
on Elsa.
darkness? I know. I want to know.
Insert. You will not be gooing on anyone.
Well, good for you, but guess what? I won't let her fall to darkness.
I don't care about the story
It's
at all,
her
so I'm gonna
choice
talk
to
over it.
make, not yours.
When I was,
You know,
dude, I'm about to
I'm
goo.
starting to
Okay, stop.
understand why she gave you
I was
the cold
taking
shoulder.
pictures at Sig and Wolfie's wedding, and and I'm taking pictures. Insert was in. We need a Gen Alpha slang version of Kingdom Hearts.
You want to help
Goofy,
her?
Donald.
Then stop trying to be her hero. Let her figure things out
I'm
her
not
own
even
way.
gonna. I'm not even gonna, because I don't want to talk about gooning on the princess. Well, I was taking pictures. Insert was in the bridal party, so I was taking pictures of the bridal party, and I said, "All right, let's do a silly one." And Insert just starts humping the air, and I'm like, "Insert, please." I actually, based on how much I yell at Insert in this chat, I am surprised that I was able to not yell "Insert, please" when we were when we were taking
Goofy,
pictures.
are you okay?
Of course, I said her. Yeah, no, Unicorn. I know that I yelled at her, but I'm surprised that I said her actual real life name to her face instead of calling her Insert in public. Insert. Unless I did call her Insert and it blanked from my mind, but then nobody would know what I was talking about. I do it so much I don't even remember. Insert, I said, let's do a silly one, and Insert
I
goes,
think we
yeah!
should probably go check on Elsa.
And make sure
That was
Larxene
awesome.
was wrong about her magic.
Yeah.
But don't you tell her.
But I do have it on
what
camera,
she
so
said.
that picture.
Why not?
I'll never show it to chat because that would be
Well, to
doxing,
keep the
but
order.
I will show it to Insert.
Order.
I don't have it right now.
Oh, okay.
Oh, wait, fellas. Do you hear that?
You hump so much? Oh, do you, Insert? Do you?
Huh?
I do hump so much. Stop. Oh boy. Alright, avalanche time. The third act of the climax of Mulan be like, I hump it, I do it, dude. It's all I do.
Well, climb aboard! Right! Here we go!
Our one crazier friend in the pictures we hadn't seen in years. I think she got more unhinged this time. That one friend was out of control. She was having a good time. Dude, Insert was vibing with this girl on the dance floor. Insert was wishing she was a lesbian. Yeah, for a sec, I thought that was who Big Head was talking about. She is! Oh, Insert wanted it badly. Holy. Oh, you got her number! Insert! No, okay, Insert. Insert, did you get her number or did you, like, get her number? You know what I mean? Is Insert about to get some soon, or? Dude, this is sick.
Incoming! Watch out!
Incoming from what direction? Oh, I see. Alright, definitely dodged that, but it's no. Like, it reminds she texted me. Was she like, dude, I want it badly? What did she say? Insert. More details, please. I don't think I have to jump over that. I think I can just dodge it. Holy! She said I was a great dancer. These monsters do look sick, that's a fact. Kingdom Hearts does enemy design well, dude. I love just the base Heartless because it's so simple and they're cute, but they're like little shadow monsters. She said I was a great dancer. She is a family friend to some of Six Stars. Oh, so she's not even related to anybody. Insert's about to get some. And I'm happy. Of course. And then we talked for a bit about where we live. She's planning on moving back to the city I live in. For you, dude? You dance so well. She's like, I'm about to move to this girl's town, dude. Fun fact about me, I love any game that lets you skydive. Part of the reason I love Just Cause 3, I know Gabi loves Just Cause 3, I do know that. Part of the reason I love Just Cause 3, those little orbs don't even do anything. But I remember when Lego Marvel Superheroes came out, the first thing you do in that game is you jump off of a shield helicarrier as Iron Man, and it introduces you to the skydiving mechanic. Dude, that game sold me quick. She's planning on going to a festival in my city in September. And I said, hit me up because I totally go with her. And she said, "How did you have now? Does she live far away, insert? Are you about to make the drive?" This doesn't work for a lady loving lady, but I'm a pretty big fan of Smosh. I've been watching the Summer Games. I was actually watching it today. Pretty big fan of Smosh, and one of the cast members, Amanda, does a character called Sarah. Her name is Sarah Christ, and she's a detective. And she's talking about finding herself a new husband or something, and she goes, "I'm about to land poon some man poon," and that's what I thought of. So I was going to say, Insert's about to drive to go land poon some man poon. Lampoon? Lampoon. But that doesn't work in Insert's case. And I didn't want to say lampoon some woman poon, because that would not be chill. My guy cousin was thinking one of Six Cousins was cute. Good thing he didn't say anything, because her girlfriend wouldn't have liked that. Yeah, I mean, weddings are not. I mean, I'm not familiar because I've never met anyone in a romantic or sexual manner at a wedding, but weddings are a pretty good place to meet people because it's friends of the friend. It's like your friend's other friends. So everyone, there will potentially be a good pool of people your age, and they're all looking their best for the wedding. And you get to meet them in an environment with lots of other people around. Everyone's feeling joy. Everyone's feeling their romance. Yeah. Insert. You made out well, dude. I do. This is my wish. This is my wish. I would like it if Insert would tell me how the number exchange went. Was it simple, or were you like, I'm about to go make my move? A circle while jumping or falling to perform a jump in mid-air. This is known as a double flight. Did we just get this ability? Did we just unlock the double jump? We just unlocked the double jump? Let's go, dude. But she's talking about moving like this fall. Itzer is about to have a bride, dude. Unicorn Man loving Papa Meat. I'll tell you what. So I discovered Papa Meat from his movie reviews. And I discovered Meat Canyon separately. Which I like, of course. I actually sent a couple of those videos to Captain Gunks.
Wow! Look at all the pretty colors. There's blue.
Uh-oh! Leo Riv!
Ooh, I love
Lock
blue.
in!
And look, black. Ah, just like my buttons. Hmm? Silly spiky grass. Give me back my foot.
This is why we play Kingdom Hearts right here.
Was that a snowman? Huh? Did you see that snowman?
Snowman?
Yeah. And here's the funny thing. He was walking and talking.
Huh?
Huh?
Everybody knows Snowman can't walk. You must have imagined it.
Huh. I thought he was real.
Well, maybe we'll see him again. But if we don't get going, we'll never reach Elsa's palace.
Oh, right. I almost forgot. Come on.
Okay. Okay. Yes, so I did discover Papa Meat from his movie reviews. He kind of stopped doing them for a minute. His pizza, when he reviews all the frozen pizzas and they introduce Margaret as a character. For those of you that are familiar, just look up Papa Meat Pizza Review. It is my favorite Papa Meat video. It's so funny, and Margaret is an incredible character. And cutscene after cutscene, I'm trying to talk to my chat, dude.
Oh, I can't wait to meet Elsa. I bet she's the nicest, warmest, best person ever.
Wow! See? I told you! A walking, talking snowman!
Well, what do you know? You were right.
I want to look!
A talking snowman is where you draw the line.
Wow,
You're talking to a duck,
you
and a
really
talking
are
snowman is where you
alive.
draw the line.
What's making you walk?
They got a... Hey, Christopher and Anna!
I guess-
Wolfie just said, where's Anna?
My feet.
No, Unicorn just said, where's Anna?
Hello. Olaf, are these your friends?
Nope.
That sounds
Never met
like,
him.
what's
Don't
her
know
name?
anyone blue, green,
Kristen
or
Bell.
horizontally spiky.
Spiky? My hair? Wait, why don't I get a color too? My name is Sora.
And I got a duck.
Oh.
And I'd be Goofy the Green.
I'm Anna. And I know they're strangers, but they seem pretty nice to me.
We just met.
I'm Kristoff, and this is Sven.
That is Jonathan Groff.
Nice to meet you.
So, where are you guys all headed?
We're going to try and put an end to this crazy winter.
And to
They
do
got
that,
him, dude.
we need to find my sister Elsa.
Elsa's your sister?
What a coincidence. We're going to see her too.
You know Elsa?
Yeah, we ran into her up the mountain. Do you mind telling us what's going on around here? We're worried. We think your sister might be in some trouble.
Trouble? Are you sure? All right. I know we just met, but Sora, was it? I get the feeling that you're someone to trust.
I'm right there with you.
I just hope you like long stories.
Sure.
I don't think that's Kristen Bell.
You know, I should go find some moss for Sven. He's looking a little hungry.
That is Jonathan Groff. I don't think
Come
that's
on,
Kristen
Sven.
Bell, though. It sounds like...
Wait,
She just sounds like,
Tell me, is something happening?
the kind of voice that
Come
you
on,
would have
Olaf.
voice like
You're with me.
Barbie in a Barbie movie.
Sure,
You know what I mean?
Sven. Reindeer Sven too?
The reindeer is Sven.
Oh, how fun!
When we were little, my sister and I used to be really close.
Don't do it. I think we start singing. I'm gonna have to mute it.
But then, one day, for
Close.
some reason, Elsa just shut me out.
Alright. Well, see ya. Dude, this world is just a music video. Okay. What do we got? Great time to talk to chat. Wolfie says, I don't know. Oh. The guy cousin was singing, not that. Insert was very nervous and had to be pushed into doing it by a couple of friends. Insert, that's why you have friends, dude. Sometimes you just need a little extra push. That's not a big deal. Sometimes you need that extra push. I met Leo through a friend who who on the night. Oh, I can see her still singing. She's singing next to Sora. That's incredible. She's still singing. Alright, I cannot, because I get muted. So, yeah, on the night that I was given Leo's number, it was late. I've since learned that Leo tends to stay up a little later than I do. But, at the time I didn't know that, because I was just being given a number. Now, I told the friend that had given me Leo's number, in the text, I say it is in fact 11 o'clock or something like that. Whatever time it was. I'm like, it is in fact 11 o'clock at night, so I will not be texting her. I think they're just talking now. Yeah.
Push me away to protect me. Maybe Elsa's the same. If anyone can help her, it's you.
But I said I'm absolutely not. I said I'm absolutely not texting her at this hour, and my friend was like, "Do it now," and I was like, "I don't think I'm gonna." She's like, "Absolutely, do it right now." But it all worked out. So you gotta have friends that'll push you a little bit.
This.
They gotta push you for love, man.
It's not a stick. Well, it is a stick, but it's Olaf's arm. He's falling apart again.
Falling apart?
How come you're not upset?
Oh, it's no big deal. He's a snowman. We'll just put him back together.
Really? You can do that?
I gotta say this.
And then,
He's
well, we
just
said, I don't know
can't
the
be
full
too
exchange,
far
but I
from
think one of
here.
our friends did some
Could you guys
recon
help us look for him?
on if the family friend was into women and her interests. You gotta have that too, because you cannot. You don't want to do that. So. Yeah, you don't want to be you don't want to do that and then have them not even be attracted to what you got going on. So, she was totally chill and was like, "You're so adorable, very cute." Insert, and your friend did the recon because you were too scared. And then Wolfie says, "I definitely talking to Insert. I definitely felt the connection between you two while you were dancing. Cute." Dance, I mean, you know what to say about dancing, dude. It's an indicator of sexual chemistry. Unicorn said, "Me too." Insert said, "I was so certain in my head that she was a Lady Lovin' lady." Wolfie said, "It was so cute when she asked if you were planning on going out later." It was so cute when she asked if you were planning on going out later afterwards. And did you? Insert, I gotta know. Unicorn, we gotta love Riku. We love Riku in this chat, although we haven't had time to explore who he is because we don't care about the story of Kingdom Hearts while we play. Lyriv says, on the subject of me sliding into the DMs late. It wasn't a DM, it was her number, but on the subject of me texting her late, Leo says, "LOL, I was with her when she was telling him to text me. We were up drinking, and she wanted to see the text." Of course, of course. Honestly, and I just went straight for it too. I was like, I'm not playing around. Also, I'm a bad texter, I feel. So I was not like, I'm not gonna beat around the bush for 20 minutes. Not 20. It'll probably be longer than 20 minutes. I'm not gonna beat around the bush here while I text and just be like, "Oh, how are you? Hi, this is me." I'm not gonna do that. I was like, all right, let's just get into it. I think my first message was, I know. My first message was, "Hey, this friend gave me your number. Show me pictures. I think you're super beautiful. You want to go on a date?" I was like straight to the point. I was like, we both know why we're here, man.
Hello.
Olaf, where are you? Insert says, "Dude, I was so exhausted. I was honest, and I told her I was gonna conk out. Thankfully, she was chill with that." Insert.
Hello. Is anybody
Definitely,
there?
definitely be yourself, but you know what you did. Here we go, dude.
Okay, getting dizzy.
I've been up since 6 a.m., bro. Stop.
The whole world's doing somersaults.
Wait, so is Olaf then?
Okay, getting dizzy.
Where do I bring him? Do I gotta break him?
The whole world's doing somersaults. I can hear you. You're getting closer.
You're here.
Voice is getting louder.
Alright, where are you to rock? There we go, yep.
Hi, Sora.
Hey, Olaf, there
We had
you
a
are.
long Saturday.
I'm starting to
Leo says, I
think
like that
nobody
it's going to be a
ever
red
comes
flag
on
if she
time.
wasn't. I mean,
I'm
yes.
glad we did.
True. Yes, true. But she was
Well, I think I
feeling
might have seen
insert for
Olaf's
sure.
legs legging it.
She's like, let me get a piece of
I
that.
got them.
Great job, Sora.
It's a long day. She'll be in the city. Insert's about to get herself a wife. Pretty good.
It is
Making
kinda
me blush.
hard to
Insert.
spot
No,
in
no,
all
you
this
know.
snow.
You know what she wanted. She was trying to lampoon your man cone, dude. Love a slow burn? A little slow burn
They
relation?
can't have gone too far.
Where did he go?
I do like.
Sora,
I mean,
what about
of course I like building
It's
up
kind of hard to
the
spot him in all
connection,
this
you know,
snow.
getting familiar before you turn it into something romantic. However, in the case of Leo Rivenai, number one, it worked out, so it's fine. And number two,
He can't have gone too
well,
far.
I'm looking, Buster. So, what is this?
Olaf needs a bat.
Maybe he rolled himself through a puddle of mud.
maybe?
Think that's all of him?
Oh, I don't know what to do
Uh,
next.
In the case of me and Leo, it worked out. So I do not. I have zero
Brown
regrets.
I am.
Why
I've
is he
always
going
wanted
brown?
to get a summer tan.
Olaf, I've got some bad news.
Kristoff, don't spoil it for him.
Well, snow is supposed to be white.
Yeah, Gordon, you think that's what happened? But yeah, like I said, we both knew what we were there for. We both knew that there was, based on pictures that we had seen, we knew there was a attraction. We knew we were both single, ready to mingle. I'm like, why beat around this bush? Let's go on a
You
date.
sure
We'll meet
you
each other
never
on the
slid
date. You know
past
what I mean?
my body, ever?
Where did he go?
Dude, I think Donald Duck is cute.
It is kind of hard to spot him in all this snow.
I like his voice. I like his attitude in this game. I know he's a curmudgeon old man. I like him this a lot. Wolfie says, Big Head, what did you think of our wedding and how it went? It seemed to me, as a guest, that it went off without a hitch. Okay, thank you, Donald. I'm trying to re-chat and figure out how to play this game.
He can't have gone too
As a
far.
guest, I think it went off without a hitch. I think the venue was absolutely gorgeous. The food was incredible.
Where did he go?
The overall vibes were good. Like everybody seemed to be having a very good time.
Olaf?
The music was good. You had good picks.
There's only one way to find out.
I liked
Think that's all of him?
your guys' first dance because you guys are just up there having a good time. You guys are a very cute couple.
Wait,
It was nice to
why
meet
does
both
everybody
of you in
look all
person
lovely?
for the
It's
first
not
time.
us, Olaf.
Um,
You're about to tip
like
over.
like I told you, the last wedding I did was the venue was not
Yeah,
very
I kind of figured that was
pretty.
wrong.
It was a nice wedding. Same deal. Food was good. But the venue was kind of. The venue wasn't as photogenic as your venue was. So, I did know
I think I got
that your
separated
pictures
from
were
a
going to be
tummy near
easier
a
to edit
slidey
than that last one
place.
was. So, yeah, a beautiful. What do we need? One piece
It
of
is kind of hard to spot him in all this snow.
But yeah, I thought it's all snow, Donnie.
It can't
Yeah.
have gone too far.
Absolutely beautiful wedding, and it was a pleasure to be there. And I thought the officiant did a good job.
We already
He was nice. He
searched
introduced
here.
himself to me and my brother early.
It is
The
kinda
venue
hard to
and everything
spot
made the
in
day
all
so
this
much
snow.
easier, and to just go with the flow. Yeah, for sure.
Are these trees
Um,
made of ice?
Maybe.
And they took care of everything. They were kind of cleaning as you went. You
Snow
really didn't have to
blossoms
worry about
grow.
anything, it seemed.
I'd help, but
All right, what are we missing all of? Just make a new body. There's snow everywhere. It has to be blessed with the magic from Elsa.
It can't have gone
Oh, right
too
there. That's where it
far.
is. You can see it shining up there. Oh my god. I'm an idiot. I can't go this way because you'll yell. What about Olaf?
It
Oh,
is
got
kind
him.
of hard to spot it.
is this him?
Well, it's the right shade.
Think that's all of him?
Oh, I
Alright,
know
Olaf, let's
what
try
to
it.
do next.
On a question. When did you get so small and tiny?
Actually, Olaf, it's more that you're really big now.
You're right! What a great view!
I think we did it wrong.
Aw, but I like being tall.
Keep looking.
Hey, Olaf might
Alright.
know where the rest
What do
of
we
him is.
Insu says, I cried during the first dance. They looked so happy. They were cute, man. They were cute. I liked everyone that I interacted with. Everyone was very nice. Sometimes, because as a photographer,
We can't just leave Olaf.
the
in
easiest
peace.
way to make people, the easiest way to make people smile is to make them laugh. Rather than just say smile, you get a much. I mean, obviously you get a natural smile when you make somebody laugh. So I'm glad they were receptive to my jokes. That helps.
Olaf might know where the rest of him is.
And I say that because the last wedding I did, they were not as receptive. So I was very much like, all right, smile,
We
get together,
already
smile.
searched here.
But everybody had a good sense of humor. Everyone was very nice. I'm very, very glad that you guys had a lot of fun. It did end an hour earlier than we could have gone to, but that was fine, and then we could sleep sooner. I hear that. I hear that. It's a lot
It
of
is
planning,
kinda hard to spot him
then the
in all
day's
this
over.
snow.
and you just want to relax. And that's what we're going to be talking about on the rest of it.
Hey, Olaf might know where the rest of him is.
I got asked. Of course. Glad it's for me. I'll miss you. Okay. Did you say I could double jump? Oh, I gotta add it. I gotta add it as an ability. Hold on. Double play, there it is. Let's go with a couple more of these while we're here, right? What's this? Extending availability period of remnants commands. Oh, I like that. Cool. Now we have the double jump. Forgot about it. Insert says,
It
oh,
can't have gone
Wolfie
too
said,
far.
it also went as expected and my family left first and Sig stayed longer. I mean, get them. Let them have their time.
Olaf might know where
Let
the
them
rest
let
of
them
him
be
is.
there. But then yeah, if you were worried about them causing problems, they dipped, and then you got to enjoy without any further drama.
I think I remember. Up above the frozen waterfall, over to the right.
That's where I was just going. Probably the response they talked Insert says, even though it ended early, it didn't feel like the people were in a rush to leave or anything.
It is kind of
Um,
hard to spot him in
It still
all
felt
this
like everyone
snow.
enjoyed themselves and stayed for a good chunk of time. Wolfie says, my parents stayed to help pick up at the end.
Olaf might know where the rest of him
Up
is.
the waterfall to the right. Okay, well, up the waterfall to the right is a slide that takes me down, so. Oh, right there. There he is.
Hey, this is Olaf's body.
What?
Yeah,
And
I mean, the wedding was early, which is nice because
Think that's all of him?
then everyone's there.
I don't know what to do
You hit
next.
it at the peak of the day. It was a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful day. And then it's our reception, but you know, you get ready early in the morning. You're good. You're busting it out, and then the whole day is just reception.
You
Your
sure
family's around.
something's not
And
missing?
if you guys weren't all dead tired, you could have had energy. And
Looks right.
it was only if it ended an hour early.
Wow.
You guys were done at 5,
Better.
so you could have, in
Wait.
theory,
Where's my cute
Um,
new nose? The
you
one
know,
Anna gave me.
done something with your evening.
Sora, do
But
you have his
Sleep
note?
was definitely needed. I hear
I
that.
don't think so.
Insert should have said to that girl,
Oh,
instead of going out, I'm gonna sleep. But if you wanna,
And
if you wanna absolutely smash first, and then we can sleep together for sure.
had to pick it up.
That's what insert should
you're
have
right,
said.
buddy. Thanks for finding it and not actually eating it.
Oh, you're welcome.
Stop, insert. I'm sorry. I'm excited for you.
My nose is back. Oh, I love
Now you just gotta find out what
having
she's
a
into.
nose.
Hey, Kristoff, how'd all this happen anyway?
You know, I'm not sure. These weird animals, well, they were more like monsters. They just crashed into Olaf.
I knew it.
Yeah.
The Heartless.
Give it a natural
I
end.
thought the wolves around here were bad.
And it was all good. Yeah,
Kristoff,
that's what you want. You don't want to. You definitely don't want it to feel overextended. Like you definitely don't want to be. I mean, it's your wedding, so it's a very exciting,
how to
happy day.
handle
But
them.
you definitely don't want to be.
Anna, Kristoff, keep going.
Okay.
wait, what?
You know, you don't want to be. If when you're over it, you don't want to be anywhere. When you're over it, you don't want to be anywhere just kind of riding it out, waiting for everyone else to be over it. Like you're like, these are our guests at our wedding. We have to hang out. Like it's good that it came to a natural end. When it did, everyone was satisfied and everyone had a great time. You know what I mean? Leader Riv, I am invested. It's just it's cool to hear about this story. When as a photographer, I was not like paying attention to anything like that. I was just trying to take the pictures. So it's cool that I was there and saw these people and saw like these interactions, but to hear the emotions behind the interaction is cool. Like in pictures where you'll see Insert and that girl dancing together, there is now more meaning to that photo.
We better
you know what I
catch
mean?
up.
Yeah.
And it's cool to be at the event where they met. Let's go. Yes! That's what you want, you know what I mean? That's what you want.
Me too. We better skedaddle.
And, you know, you would feel that way about being at the place where anyone that you know meets somebody else that they have, you know, they feel a little spark with. But I also happen to like Insert, so that adds to it. question is she a Twitch.tv Captain Big Head fan? Because that would be the real deciding factor, honestly.
I know what to do.
I do love that as we're fighting these enemies, Goofy's just like, I know what to do! I know what to do! Skip. Get him, Goof. Miss Nimrod. Movie says, I had hoped my family would be more invested and maybe move around more, but they stuck to their table and sat. I didn't know who was who, but I did mention that to Leo after the fact, when I was giving her kind of the rundown of the wedding. I did mention that definitely a good amount of introverts were at the wedding. Everyone was very nice and lovely, and everyone was having a good time at their tables. But not a lot of dancers, I would say. Not a lot of dancers. So I did notice that people were I guess it was your family. I did notice that they did stick to their table, but the people that were dancing, they danced hard too. People that were dancing danced until the dancing was done. My parents live in Florida, and hello? Where am I going? Over there. Whoops. My parents live in Florida, and they have a friend who lives on their same street, and he came up to visit, so he's with them. They obviously live, I think I've said before, they live a mile down the road, and he's visiting with them, but I set up I converted my one room into a theater, and I just got an email from my dad, and he asked me if I was watching a movie tonight, and I will be doing this until we're done with the Frozen World. I might do something, I don't know, I gotta work tomorrow though, so I have to decide on that. Because what he's asking is, are you gonna have a movie night where we can come and hang? And if he had asked me that anytime this weekend, or anytime today that wasn't between the hours of 6 and 9, I would have said, yeah, come on down. But I want to start a movie, and I don't want to, anyway. I have to read out Wolfie's message. Wolfie said, I was hoping my family would be invested and maybe move around more, but they stuck to the table and sat. Then my grandma was like, I'm ready for a nap, when she promised she could make it to the end, so my sister had to leave and take care of the ancient old English sheepdog, since my grandma couldn't care for my parents' dog on her own. Then there was Sig's dad that went around and talked to everyone. about. So Sig's dad was like being the extrovert of the group. Did I miss a jump? I think I have to take a picture of these guys.
Let's see.
Oh.
Let's see.
Alright, I might have already done it. There's like photography challenges. I found that while I was I found that while I was grinding, that there's photography challenges, and I know that some of them are to get pictures of the elementals there, but I think I already got the water elemental, just as I was grinding. Lex Kirby, welcome to the stream. Lex Kirby says, how was the wedding of the century? It was incredible. Success. It was, Lex Kirby, it was very good, thanks. Look at these! Alright. Let's, Doom Blizzard didn't need that. Goofy, if you wanna, let's do it. Wilkie says, the table to the far left of looking at the head table was my family, then my friends, and then 2 tables were Sig's family. Got it. Sig's dad was the opposite of my family, and so friends. You need that. You need somebody who's gonna hop around and kind of bridge the gap, you know, to kind of invite people to go their separate ways, not separate ways, but kind of venture out amongst people that they're less. Which one of you is it? Oh, hey Siri. Hey, babe. I love you. It reminds me of the Ned's Declassified, episode, the school dance episode, where Coconut Head, maybe it's Backpack Boy? I don't know. Somebody's got to break the ice, because everyone will stick to their sides. Girls, you know, they stick with their friend groups until somebody breaks the ice and everyone dances. So, therefore, Sigtastic's dad is Coconut Head. Speaking of,
right. I love snow.
I don't put any, like, I don't keep any stock in the Ned's Declassified cast. However, for a minute there, like, they started their podcast and I listened to the first couple of episodes, and it was like, I do like that behind the scenes. Goodness me, I do like the behind the scenes look at certain things. Sometimes it can kind of take me out of the experience. Like, oh, let me tell you, I just watched because I'd seen people on. So I saw one video and the guy was like, looking for something to watch tonight. Watch this 2.5 hour long Minecraft video. I was like, I bet as far as Minecraft videos go, I bet it's pretty solid. And I forgot about it. Then I saw another person say the same thing about the same video, and I was like, I wonder if this is actually good. What's funny is I had had that video recommended to me randomly.
Finally.
And I had that video recommended to me just in my regular feed before I'd seen either of those videos, and if I had clicked on it, I could have been part of it before. Anyway, so I get 2 separate TikTok videos being like, this video is peak. This is like, not only is this good, like, it's not only a good Minecraft video, it's not only a good.
You kind of set off an eternal winter? Everywhere.
Everywhere?
Well, it's okay, you can just unfreeze it.
No, I can't. I don't know how.
Sure you can. I know you can.
I don't think there is another song. Wolfie, I see you. I don't think there's another, like, I think the movie's front-loaded with music. I don't think there's another song for the rest of this movie. The reprise. Got it. They skipped it. Got it. Good looking out though. If I had heard the music. Dead. Yes, 100%.
Oh? Are you hurt?
No, I'm fine. But I think something terrible must have happened. I hope our friends are okay.
Oh, here we go.
Stop! Put us down!
Here we go.
Go away.
Heads up! Oh! Watch out for my butt!
Whoa!
Hey, it is not nice to throw
Whoa,
people!
whoa, Feisty Pants.
Let me
Okay,
go.
relax. Just
Feisty
calm down.
Pants.
Calm down.
Okay, all right.
Just let
I'm
the
okay.
snowman be.
I'm calm.
Huh? Oh, come on.
See, even dead.
Oh, see?
Not interested.
Now you made him
So-
mad.
I'll distract him! You guys go! No, not you guys! This just got a whole lot harder.
We can buy you
The
some
Snowman
time.
Monster's name is Cupcake, I think? You think? been a while. I did not even know that it had a name. So.
Huh? Where's Goofy?
Hey, Sora! I got an idea!
Goofy, what are you doing?
Oh, that's perfect!
Hey!
Maybe it all.
Get ready!
Dude, I love the
Okay,
sunrise on the things,
now!
on the snow and the thing. Beautiful. I'd love to fight this guy in this area.
Oh, yeah!
He's not
Dude.
dead.
The weather that they're in right now is some of my favorite weather in the world. Look at this! Beautiful! Some of my favorite weather. I love to be looking outside. I love to be outside when, like, it's got thick snowflakes, for sure. But, like, this kind of deal. What are you scratching me for, cat?
Steady!
Got him, dude. Easy. I love that they high five after that attack. But yeah, I love a snow-covered ground, snow-covered trees, sunset, sunrise type deal. I bet it's with the fire. Real quick, drop it all. We've got. Ned. I was talking about Ned's Declassified for a sec. I was talking about something after that, but I don't put any stock in Ned's Declassified cast. However, they. Oh, the Minecraft thing. Yeah, so I watched this Minecraft video gets recommended to me twice. I'm like, what is this? Dude, I watched it last night. They were not kidding. The video was incredible. So basically, this guy starts a Minecraft server. He's supposed to have another cutscene.
What? Good thing
Manslaughter.
snow's so soft. We could do this 100 times.
No, let's not.
You sure you don't want to go again?
No, thank you! Do you think everybody else made it?
I don't think the snow monster got him.
That probably went back to the palace.
Goofy is a
Makes
thrill
sense.
seeker confirmed.
For us, too.
I'll tell
We
you what,
still
I
need
am
to talk
not a
to
thrill
Elsa.
seeker. I'm
Second
going to.
time's the charm.
Yeah, back to the Ice Palace.
I'm going to an amusement park for my birthday. Leo's coming
That
with me.
big
I'm going with
snowman wasn't too
um,
friendly, huh?
my brother and two of my best friends. We're going to have a good time. Do you like roller coasters or anything? That's what I'm getting to, sister. So, I am terrified, horrified of roller coasters. I had never ridden one in my life up until I chaperoned my brother's senior trip. And they went to Disney World, and while I was there, my first ever roller coaster was the Snow White ride, which is a little baby ride for little sissy babies. And I rode that, and I had a blast. Then I rode a couple others, but it was nothing crazy. Disney doesn't have any crazy ones anyway, it seemed. But I definitely didn't ride anything crazy. Then, I was like, I think I like roller coasters, and I went to Six Flags to test that theory. and I chickened out of getting on a single one. Six Flags roller coasters were intense.
Hey, I think that's a lucky emblem.
Where? Sora. Where? Brother, where did you see a lucky emblem? They're also old. The Six Flags roller coasters. But yeah, so I chickened out of riding any roller coasters there. But I'm going to an amusement park with my friends, and I am Six Flags Darien Lake, New York, probably. That would be the closest one to where I was living at the time. I went to Hershey Park and rode a roller coaster called the Stallion. It goes from 0 to 60 in literally 2 seconds. That's too much for me. I don't think I would like that. And there's one where I'm going that is one of those ones where it goes straight up and there's like a little bit that goes straight down. And I'm not, there's no shot I'm riding that either. But sometimes I might try it because I know that my friends do like roller coasters, and I know that I'm not going to be able to live it down if I don't ride any. I just am very, very, very scared. So I'm going to try to ride more stuff than I usually do, because usually, anytime I've been to this place before, it's been with my family. And we'll all split up. We used to do pairs and we'd ride stuff, but then everyone was into the more intense rides than me. So I would always split up. Fighting the snowman again?
Hey, that's Elsa.
Oh! Hans is in this? I really didn't think we'd see him at all.
Who's that guy?
It could be somebody from Arendelle who came up here to help her.
Don't think so. That doesn't look like help to me.
Oh no!
Darkness?
Let's move!
Is Corrupted Hans going to be our boss fight? Go after the man who cared about Elsa. Okay, yeah, the 0 to 60 I could not do. But I always went with my family and we would split up. We used to go in pairs and then eventually I was old enough to go by myself. So I'd walk around and I would ride like the ski lift that kind of just gives you a tour of the place. I like Ferris wheels. I like stuff that spins you but not that spins you too fast. Just kind of mild to low intensity rides. I do like the sploosh. I like the ones that bring you up and then drop you down into the water. This is one dip and it lasts 2 seconds. Like that, those are great. But I think that the constant, unrelenting speed that you're just going fast all the time, that's what scares me. That's what scares me. I don't like the sinking feeling in your stomach, but maybe if you embrace it, it feels a little better. Leah says, I love roller coasters. I feel like you'll like going on them. I know that I'm not going to be able to live it down if I don't try. So, one of the doctors that I work with said you have to do the most intense one first, and then everything else will seem easy in comparison and get out of the way. But I personally would like to start so and work my way up, but whatever. I'm definitely not getting on the highest intensity. That one that goes straight down, I'm not ready. Done and done. Sig says, when I was in high school, I went tandem skydiving. So I was strapped to a licensed skydiver. We did a backflip out of the plane. Sig! If I had done that, I would mention it more. I'm surprised it's been 8 months of this channel, and this is the first time we're hearing this. Talking on the subject of roller coasters, Wolfie says, yeah, some of those beat the daylights out of you and have gotten worse over the years. The wooden one was closed, often for fixing. I like Hershey Park. I don't like extreme drops. Yeah, me either. Leo says, the wooden ones kill me. My first roller coaster ever was a huge wooden coaster. Why do the wooden ones kill you?
Hey, better not have
See,
hurt our
guys, it's
friends.
very cool. Kind of crazy seeing the ground. Kind of seeing the ground, then the plane flying away, then the ground again. Yeah, that's
Are
cool.
you
It's something
looking for Elsa too?
I would regret it if when it became my time in life, if I had never
Save her
done
from the
it.
bad guy?
Although
We're on the same side.
I do think I would prefer hang gliding. I know I would love hang gliding. I'd love to go hang gliding
guess all he ever
badly.
wanted to do was keep Elsa
Skydiving
safe.
freaks me out a little bit, but I wouldn't be too scared to try.
Hey, we should team up.
I'd
big
love to go
guy.
bungee jumping also.
Come on, we want to help her too. Why not?
Wolfie says,
So,
ironically,
what
I
do you
like wooden
say?
coasters. Insert says, I've always loved roller coasters, but these last 2 summers I went on some rides at a carnival, so just small spinning
One
ones,
great thing
and
about
both
Sora,
times nearly
he can
puked. That's what I'm
always
afraid of.
make
I
friends
really
with
don't like being
anybody.
queasy. Especially if like I don't throw up and then I'm just queasy.
Donald,
Then
Goofy,
I'm just like
come on.
annoyed and miserable. Wolfie says 0 to 60 of the stallion. I would rather have than the 90-degree drops that are super high. I just really don't like the stinging feeling in your stomach. But it's been a long time. Maybe I can get over it. Maybe I can be brave. Leo says, when you told me we were going, you said, and I'm gonna be brave. Yeah, but you can't hold me to that. I can't pause and look at our party screen, but I do like that the big stomach's fighting with us. What's his name? Cupcake? I do like Cupcake's fighting with us. Sig says, not sure if it is an experience I'll ever do again, but it was very cool. That's the thing. Like, it doesn't need to be a do it a million times kind of thing, but do it once to experience it and say you did. I think it's valuable. Insert says, I'm afraid my body might not be able to handle it anymore. And then Wolfie talking about the wooden thing, about the stallion. But really, Wolfie, I was afraid you didn't like the stallion. Wolfie says, I love spinny rides. Insert says, I miss spinny rides. Hey, it's me, Adby. Hey, welcome to the stream. I think we had you for Lego Batman. A pleasure to have you. We're talking roller coasters. We're talking amusement parks. We're talking rides. Tell me everything. How do you feel about that? Oh, I'm killing the wrong guy. Wolfie said I asked you late if there was a large drop. Was already on it when I asked. You wouldn't see it from the outside? I mean, look. Wrong way. Shut up. I'm sorry for saying shut up. Leo says, on the subject of wooden coasters, they sound really loud and unstable. They're safe, but they sound and feel like they are not. Got it. I love the singing feeling, says Insert. Leo says, I kind of live for that singing feeling in your stomach. That... I'm going the wrong way because I'm trying to reach out. Yeah, maybe if you embrace it, it's better. I remember when I had experienced that, it was on a ride and I was experiencing it for the first time and I was like, oh, I don't like this and it's freaking me out. I think I have to go this way. I think I was going the right way. So I remember really not liking it. And then that kind of instilled the fear and then it came back. But I remember when I embraced the rides at Disney, I did end up liking them, having a good time. So maybe if you embrace it, it gets better. But I'm down to try for sure. Maybe, not for sure. Insect says I love feeling like I'm floating. See, to me, it doesn't feel like you're floating. It feels like you're dropping, and I don't like it. Insert and Leo on the same page. On the subject of "Don't hold me to it," Leo says I feel that's where we came from. This is where we came from. Where are we going? Garfield Medicare off Elsa. Did he go down?
Yeah.
I mean, while we're here, we might as well check. Wolfie says, I like the Wild Bear coaster or something there at Hershey. I found that one relaxing. Relaxing is crazy. And then this is where Advi said, I played this game before on PS2. Spinny is not a good feeling. I also hate feeling queasy. Alright, Leo, so maybe I can't. Okay. So I just climb this mountain for nothing! Abby says, but my uncle PS2 passed away. Okay. Are you saying your uncle who had a PS2 passed away? Because if so, I'm very sorry to hear that. If you're saying your uncle's PS2 that you used to use stopped working, I'm also sorry to hear that, but I'm less sorry than if it were your uncle. I bet there's going to be an invisible wall here, but I'm going to try to go over there. Okay. Either way, Advi, I do love Kingdom Hearts. My first exposure was on PS2 with Kingdom Hearts 2, of course. Yeah, dude. Good game to play. I'm sorry that you have not been able to play it, but when the time comes, one day, if you ever revisit, it will be a good time. Guaranteed. Wolfie says, the Stallion drop was later and not up front. Not as bad as Fahrenheit, so you didn't see it. Oh, kind of hidden. Alright. Leo says, it's very fair fear. Holy moly, where's this exit? It's a very fair fear, Cap. I feel like I'm more so in the middle of being a roller coaster fan. I don't want to go on totally insane. I don't want to go on totally insane stuff, but I like them in general. It's a great bear coaster. Okay, I mean, look, I feel like I can handle them. I do like going fast. Like Leo and I will hop on. Leo and I will ride the 6-wheeler around, and we floor it. Like, it's fun to go fast. It's just roller coasters are designed to toss you around. And I remember not liking that feeling, and just looking at them, I get really scared. And it's like a pit of my stomach, very nervous feeling, and I don't like that either. So I'm down to try, and I was having this discussion with Leo, just saying that, like, well, we're talking about pain specifically, but stuff like that is more bearable and more entertaining than anything when you're with your friends. Like, I hate getting hit in the nuts, and if somebody ever hit me in the nuts, I would be very, very mad at them. But if you get hit in the nuts accidentally and your friends are around, you do tend to laugh it off more than just kind of, writhe around in the pain.
Stop it! Put me down!
What extreme
That's
example?
Kristoff.
Well, I'm thinking of that, and then
Do me a favor and wait here. If you come
with
along, Kristoff
roller
might freak
coasters,
out.
it might be a little more entertaining to be scared when I'm with my friends. But I don't know. There's lots of stuff that I will ride.
Sven, we're not going back. She's with her true love.
Censor swear words when talks about getting hit in the nuts. They're just nuts, man. I've been talking about man poon all day.
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm glad.
The mini coaster on the top of the Stratosphere Hotel Tower in Vegas was a bit scary, especially in the front car. It ends by dangling over the side of the hotel roof, and you can look down at the Vegas Strip. We talked about that too. I talked about that with Leo because there's something in, I think it's in New York City, maybe not, but it's at the very top of a building, and it's not a roller coaster, but it just like brings you out above the street and like turns you so you're looking straight down the street. And Leo was absolutely not having that.
Can thaw a frozen heart. So I took her back to Arendelle and her true love, Hans.
But what about you?
What about me?
I sort of assumed you guys were...
No! I just keep her from getting lost.
Really? Oh, but you seem so...
Perfect together.
Drop it, boys. Come on. She's got a man. Stop. Like me and Daisy Donald, that was cute.
Is that where Elsa is?
Well, sorry, he pointed that direction and said Elsa, so I assume yes.
Elsa and Anna might both need our help. Let's go! Storm's getting worse.
Oh yeah, we're
And the wind's just making it
trudging through the snow now.
There must be some place we can use as shelter.
Trying, man.
We got to get out of the storm.
Sora!
Gotta wait for a break in the storm.
Yeah, it's too strong.
Make it. Alright, let me wait. Hi, guys. Dude, I started a couple threads that I did not finish talking about.
I say we rest here for a bit.
Dude, Insert says, shut up, Doll and Goofy, don't be, and she says, the P word. Now, what's interesting... Holy... I was so close. Alright. What's interesting is I was listening to a podcast where James Gunn was talking about the Superman movie, and he's made some raunchy stuff before, but in the movie, the line was Green Lantern, because Superman was like, is all about saving people, and you know. And he's like, we don't need to kill. We don't need to kill. They're fighting big monsters. Like, we don't need to kill a big monster. And the Green Lantern says,
Okay,
in the
guys.
original script,
The storm's died down.
he said,
Gorge, I hope Anna and Elsa
he said,
are
don't be a
okay.
pussy, and then Superman says, he's like, come on, don't talk like that, there's kids around, something like that. He says, there's kids around. And then, Green Lantern says, I said, don't be. And that was the original part of the script, and James Gunn was like, I'm changing that to wuss. He's like, I don't know, man, that my Green Lantern doesn't need to talk like that. I guess he said that he changed it to wuss. That just it just didn't feel right in this movie, and I think that's interesting. Because I didn't even think that was that bad. Like, used as an insult, I wasn't the only person that was that bad.
Anna.
But I guess James Gunn was like, I'm not down for it.
No!
All right, well, this is how the movie ends. So is there gonna be a big boss fight or no? Alright, here we go. Boss fighting it up. Holy. Dude, it's gonna be a big... It's freaking Garurumon, dude! We love Digimon here!
Do you really think this
That's
will help
Wolfie,
Anna?
dude.
I don't know. But we better try something.
Let's get it.
Alright, no problem at all. Slap him with that right leg. There we go.
Back off! Blaze!
Alright, well, I got it.
So long!
He's gonna miss. Here's a goatee. Alright, word. Heartless Wolfie, dude. That's it right there. That's what you look like. Dude, there's actually a Dark Souls... Nope, it's an Elden Ring boss that is exactly like this. I mean, there is a Dark Souls boss that's a wolf, but there's an Elden Ring boss that is a like a spirit elf. Dude, it is my favorite boss fight in the game. And it's just like this. If you were Heartless, you definitely look dope like that. 100%. Holy! Look at this! Look at this right now! They saved the sickest boss fight for the Frozen world, dude. It is wild that they, like, this is, the fact that they have two separate music videos in this world, and Tangled didn't play any of the Tangled music, like, it's clear that they put a lot of stock into the Frozen part, but this game came out in 2019? 2018? It's like, you're years past Frozen at this point. Okay, that's my fault. There was a thing that said I have to push a certain button to fight off the storm, and I didn't do it because I wasn't really fighting. But they put so much effort into this game, but they're like years after, years late for Frozen, so I don't know exactly what the plan is, but... Sorry, can we... Trade off. There we go. Alright. Hey. Alright, undodgeable attack. Got it, no problem. No problem at all. Oh, Frozen 2 came out in 2019. Good call, Wolfie. Good call. Get him. Alright. This thing, I can press triangle and repel it. I just didn't see that the first time because I wasn't paying attention. I don't know if I have to build a meter for it or not. Alright, 40 seconds. We build it up by killing these guys. I did see that I had it that last time I had it. Alright, I got it. Sora, if you're gonna do your combo, you have to actually aim at one of the people. I'm not gonna get it. Let's go. Easy.
Together.
Cool.
Come on.
Very cool. That killer just died. Controller battery life, the greatest boss of all. Dude, you're telling me. Get off. That's how we do it. Oh, I'm gonna melt him with this thing. Hold on. Hold it. This is gonna kill him right here. And if we have the extender ability, yeah, we're done. He's done. There it is. Sacrifice himself? Cupcake! Please! That's it, dude. you think Elsa's still gonna save her the same way, or that Sora's gonna step in and save her with the Keyblade? Place your bets. Well, asked and answered. The true love is sisterhood. Depends on the sister. Wolfie, when you're right, you're right. Whoa. Time portal, dude.
So love has filled both their hearts with light.
Larxene!
2 in 1 world. Definitely didn't see that coming.
First Marluxia, now you! What is this all about?
Oh, I see. So you bumped into Marluxia. Then
I'm
why
tired of
am
this
I
lady.
explaining this again? I told you before.
Insert the one who
The
loves
new
the Kingdom Hearts
7
3 lore. He's tired of this
If
lady.
you mess up and don't find your 7 Guardians of Light, we're gonna need another group to fall back on.
Leave innocent people out of it!
Oh, look at this tough guy, such a big boy now. Well, maybe you should do your job and find the other Guardians of Light.
Please, like you found your 13. The king said you're 1 Seeker of Darkness short.
Oh no, we're set.
The story doesn't even mean anything. Oh, it's said who'd they find? Who's the 13th? Who'd they find? Never know.
They have all 13? Then, if we don't find our 7, they'll go after
Her hair
Elsa
is
and Anna.
stupid. Why would she want Sora to find the 7 Guardians? Isn't it the opposite of what they want? I think she's taunting him or something. I don't know. It is the opposite of what she
It'll be
wants.
okay. They're strong.
But also, it's like 13 pieces of dark and 7 pieces of light together make the X Blade, which is what they want. Is
You're
like the
right.
ultimate goal of Kingdom Hearts.
They
is
have
to
each
create
other.
the X Blade and own it. So I think maybe like that. Maybe they have to have, like they have to have
You
the 7 light fight
sacrificed yourself
fight the
for
13
me.
dark, and then when they fight,
I love you.
An act of true love will thaw frozen hearts.
yeah. And then when they fight, then the winner gets to keep the X Blade or whatever. I don't know. Maybe it's that.
Elsa?
Of course. Love.
Ever heard of it? This is one part of the movie I liked, having the true love thing extend the family too. I do like that. It was a good play on it. Especially because you're out of hope, because she goes to Hans at the fireside there. And she's like, "You're my true love, fix me." When she's dying. And he's like, nah, don't love you. Because that's when the big reveal is. So then you actually think you're out of hope. Hey! We did it. That's a cool looking Keyblade. That's a cool looking Keyblade. Alright. We gotta see if the other 2 worlds will open up for us. Because then I can tease what they're gonna be on Wednesday. This nonsense again, man.
Oh.
Sorry we're late.
Let me
It's
watch
okay.
the lore. I'll
you
let
got
you.
here as fast as you could.
Hey, buddy, come on.
The organization claims to have their 13 darknesses.
Do we believe it's true?
I don't know. But there's something else they keep mentioning. They're after a new 7 hearts, which seems to be code for let's go bother more princesses.
Well, as the original princesses of Heart's time for protecting the pure light has ended, they have
Meaning there's
passed the
no
light
Disney
to
movies out.
others. Our enemy must certainly be cognizant of this. If the new
Is that so
Seven
cognizant
Hearts
with a
is what
Z?
they wish to call them, so be it.
I don't think I've ever spelled that word out.
But Kairi hasn't passed on her power.
I like
Is she
lore
one of the
that
new
that's
seven?
She must be. But still, she chose to wield a Keyblade and fight with us as one of the Guardians of Light.
Yeah.
We haven't found Terra yet.
Terra, that's what I cosplayed last week.
At least we tracked down Ventus. Venetus told us that he's inside Sora's heart.
And so
Yeah,
did
Congress, that's how
Ansem
they
the
spelled
Wise
it, I
in
didn't
his
know
data,
that.
so it almost certainly must be true.
Oh, whoa.
That's great! Now we can rescue Ven!
Maybe. Except Aqua's the only one who knows where
Dude,
he's
Aqua
hidden.
is cool, and there's a Kingdom
We
Hearts
still
game where
have
you
to
just get to
find
play as
her
Aqua.
first.
That one's short, I think. Maybe we'll play that when we do the rounds. Plenty of other stuff to play first, but
I'll go.
What?
Is that wise?
You need the
Read
power
yourself,
of
yeah.
waking, Sora. Do you have it?
No? Probably not.
Without that power, you are not ready to face the realm of darkness.
Come on! What's so funny?
Sorry. Master Yen Sid knows you a little too well. He said you'd try to stage a half-baked rescue.
Yeah! Laugh it up!
Sora, I know you're volunteering because you're worried. About me and Mickey.
Yeah.
Well, thanks. But the power of waking's important.
dude, I just like
you
that
can
this
come
guy
to the rescue
is
once you've got that.
the guy from
Sound
Seventh
fair?
Heaven. I just simply like
Yeah.
that.
All right. But be safe. No reckless stunts.
Yes, sir.
Show us the luckiest one.
No, not exactly. He just doesn't think.
Jiminy,
If only he
please.
listened to Master Yen Sid the way he listens to Riku. That would be a good start.
I'm listening now.
He's just an idiot. He's not reckless, he's just an idiot.
Very good. Sora will continue his journey to build his powers, while Mickey and Riku will focus on the search for Aqua.
Better find her, boys.
Yes, sir.
Bro, the lore is stupid and doesn't mean anything. Isn't Riku and Sora supposed to be the same age? Yeah. Yeah, Riku just has got a little taller, that's all. Riku might be a year older. They're all best friends and are supposed to
So
be
why are you
about the same
back?
age.
Nice way to greet your old partner in crime.
There you go, insert. That's your girl.
So, why do you think the old geezer took us back? He must know we backstabbed
Yeah,
the
so you're telling
organization
me
when
that.
Xemnas was
That's how I
running
feel
it.
about every character in this game.
Xehanort doesn't care about you or me. To him, we're nothing but empty husks. The old organization was the same. Xehanort needs 13 vessels to hold his essence.
Husks? Not me. You up for another coup?
Who was the old dude they were talking
you
to?
couldn't do it
That's
last
Master
time.
Yen
You gotta play
Sid.
it smart, like
He's
me.
this guy.
What? You're not smart.
He's the hardest boss fight in
Well,
Kingdom
you
Hearts
heard
2.
what Marley said. I don't
And
have
every
to
time
be
he
smart.
attacks, he goes, like it?
Or capable,
Dude, I've
or
heard that so many
likable,
times,
or
it's like his-
attractive.
that's what he
a
says in the
cereal
Enemy's
bowl
combo,
would make a
and he
better
just kept
vessel.
mercilessly beating me.
Whoa, now. You are way out of line. I am extremely
But the older we're talking to this Master Yen
When
Sid,
I
it's the
want to
sorcerer
be,
from the Sorcerer's
which
Apprentice,
is
which is
admittedly almost
the...
never.
Hey!
Why haven't you gone to any worlds? Are you slacking?
Course not. I got benched.
Huh?
And he is...
Cyax brought Vexen on board.
He's calling the
They
shots.
must be
He
planning
is
to
the...
use replicas.
He is the
wind-up
master. He's
toys?
like
Oh no.
Mickey is the king,
The replicas are
but
way
like everyone
more real
answers to
than you
Master
remember.
Yen because it's
I
Disney
mean, one
backwards.
stole my spot.
And he's in all the games. He just is like.
Of course it
He
stole
gives
your
you powers
spot.
in Kingdom Hearts 2.
You're dumb as a
he
brick.
like he is who you go to like say I want to go to
Vexen's
Disney World
latest
and find the
replicas are
princesses,
no
and
mere
he's like, alright,
puppets.
you can.
The Riku replica we used in Castle Oblivion was
He's
just
the
a
guy.
prototype. The next replica, the one crafted from Sora's memories, was real enough to join our ranks. And Vexen claims the new ones will be human in every way. If he ever finishes them.
Oh, the thing is, I kinda told Sora and
Roxas
his
is the player
nitwits that
character
were ready.
for the first
My
5
bad.
hours of Kingdom Hearts 2.
Let them believe as
Roxas is
much.
Sora's heartless because at the end of Kingdom Hearts 1, Sora dies
Zemnis.
and becomes a
If
heartless
they
for
think
2
that we
seconds.
have
And when you
all
become a heartless, you
13
make a
darknesses,
nobody.
then they will panic. And panic leads
No,
to
I'm
a
talking
lack
about
of
Roxas. I don't know what
preparation.
they said.
Yeah, totally.
Why is this thing a member again?
Hey now, pointing is rude.
The
thought it was
first
empty. It was
6
very
members
exciting.
of
I
the
went to pick it up
original
to set it out of the way.
organization were all
got stuff in it. It was very
apprentices
exciting
to
to me.
Ansem the Wise, and the 7th and 8th members joined thereafter. The 13th member was Roxas.
See, this is why I named
a
the streams playing
Keyblade
only the
wielder.
Frozen part of Kingdom Hearts 3 because the story
So,
isn't real.
what about you?
This is
How do you
stupid.
suppose I chose numbers 9 through 12?
If you haven't played
Because our hearts
8
are
other
uber
Kingdom Hearts
powerful.
games, if you haven't played 8 other Kingdom Hearts
You
games,
have
none of
been
this
brought
means anything.
together for another.
We have to. We're going to play them both, of course. I just don't know which order to play them in. I'm not gonna play. Insert there's a lot of time left after we beat these 2 worlds. I might play the end, but then we're gonna have another couple of streams. These 2 worlds, that's 2 more streams. One is Big Hero 6, one is Pirates. And then, if we're not done, that means we carry this game on to next week. I'm happy to do it. We've just never played a game for this long. So my main concern, I guess, is if... What happens at the end? I'm obviously not going to tell you. At the end, I mean, you beat the Disney worlds, and then you got to do some other stuff. Like, after you do Disney, after we beat these 2 worlds, there is no more Disney in this game. We do these 2 worlds, and then it's all that cutscene anime, like the stupid Kingdom Hearts story. It's all that for the rest of the game. After these 2 worlds, there's no more Disney. You still have Donald, Goofy, and Mickey's still the king, but all of the Disney stuff is done at that point. So that's why I was planning on stopping. And the worlds you can do bite size. That's why we've been doing them per stream. Do not bite that cord. You hear me? Do not bite that cord. I know it's dumb, but that's just where we're at. So I'd have to see how much time is left. The plan is... I'm sticking to the plan. The plan has always been, do these last 2 worlds and be done. So I'm going to stick to the plan. Because then it's just a lot of ridiculous story stuff that doesn't mean anything to anybody unless you played all 8 other games. So, we're not going to worry about it. And then we're going to move on to something else next week. And then Friday, we're going to do a stream that is just... It's going to be long. It's going to be a Friday night. And we're going to do a stream that is just Expedition 33. It's going to be long. I'm going to start as soon as I get home from work. Yeah, I don't have that day off, do I? Let's see. If I have the day off, I might start early. I do. Okay. So next Friday I have off, so I'm going to start a little earlier. And we're going to just play Expedition 33 for a while until it feels good to stop. But that one I'm not capping at 3 hours. That one I'm just going to play because Gunks gifted me that game. I wanted to play it anyway, but Gunks gifted it to me to play on stream. I know I'm not going to play the whole thing because it's too long. So I'm just going to play a big chunk of it. Probably a double length stream. Because I don't work, so I'll probably start at 5 or something. And I'll play for a long time. It's going to be a really long, playing a big chunk of Expedition 33. But that's it for today. We now know our last 2 worlds. We're going to play those Wednesday, Friday. Doesn't matter what order. It doesn't matter what order. We can chalk it up to a vote because it doesn't really matter where we start. We'll chalk it up to a vote Wednesday. So if you're here early, you'll have a say in which one we play first. For now, let's play this. I hate that SpongeBob is licking Marshall. I hate that. I am gonna let it keep going. I am gonna let it play out until he disappears. Okay, alright. Everybody, thank you for being here. Thank you. Insert also for being first. Mrs. Gnome was second. Gobslop was in there. Sagtastic. Wolfie, thank you very much for being here. Congratulations on the wedding. Thank you for having me. And thank you for hopping right back in chat, being able to make jokes. Sagtastic, especially, thank you for being on your A game with jokes today. Let me tell you that. Leo Riv, thank you for being here. Thank you for supporting me as a person in my hobbies, and I love you very much. But also, thank you for being here and hanging out with everybody else. I love the back and forth that you and Insert have. Thank you, Adv, for joining. It's me, Adv, for joining for a little bit. I don't know how much you watched. I don't know if you dipped. But thank you for being here for at least a little bit. I think that is everyone major that joined and chatted. Everyone knows we're back at it Wednesday. 2 more Kingdom Hearts streams, and then we're moving on to a new game. I have lots of ideas, so I have to narrow it down. Captain Gunks, of course, Insert Awesome. Thank you, Captain Gunks, for being here so early on. And he was excited to see Donald and Goofy. That's the first thing in the message. And Unicorn Wiz, holy moly, Insert, good catches. Yes, Unicorn Wiz was here for a lot of it. Thank you, Unicorn, for being here and hanging out. Always being willing to make jokes, willing to have good conversation about Disney movies today was the subject. And talking amusement parks. Talking rides that are too intense for us. I like that. And of course, Gunks. And Pearl dropped by for one message. Lexi Kirby also dropped by for one message. And I love a good one message. I love a good hop in, say what's up, bounce out. So thank you for being here. Holy moly. Yeah, I was not going through it in my brain. But thank you, everyone. It's a good way to start the week. Monday night, getting pumped for the week. Let's bust through it. Let's bust through tomorrow, bust through Wednesday, play some more Kingdom Hearts, and then let's get through it, man. Let's have a good week. Everybody, thank you very much for being here, and enjoy the slideshow. A little eerie with no music. Hold on. Where are we? Hello? There we go. Sorry about that.
Bye, buddy.
Good job!